Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the KBUK Friday Night Football Replay. Sit back now and enjoy a rebroadcast of this past Friday night's live broadcast.
And this is KBUK 104.9 LaGrange, Texas, and it's now time for high school football playoffs. Flatonia versus Shiner in Hallettsville. And with the play-by-play this evening, let's join Gary Dushek along with Dave Toffel.
Well, thank you, Mike, and good evening, everybody, and welcome to Bramus Memorial Stadium in Hallettsville for tonight's much-anticipated regional semifinal game between the Flatonia Bulldogs and the two-time defending state champion Shiner Comanches. And welcome. It's breezy with a threat of rain, and that's the biggest issue. We can deal with the wind because all of us that are sort of working here tonight are sitting outside. David Toffel is with me here this evening, and good to see you again, and good Thanksgiving. Everybody had enough eating today and yesterday?
Yeah, happy Thanksgiving. I think after a few naps yesterday and today, I think we're ready to go. And you know it's going to be a good game when half the stadium's in the parking lot an hour before the game. And so you can already see more folks coming in. And, you know, for Hallettsville, they got a great stadium for their size school. And it's going to be a pretty full game, all things considering with the weather. And you can still see cars driving into the stadium right now.
Yeah, right. And the wind coming out is going to be a factor tonight. It's blowing out of the north, and this field is set up, goes north to south. Before we get too far into this one, let's thank our sponsors tonight, J. Barbie Foods, Oviedo Auto Group, Mecha Grain Company, Mike Schultz, Balcones Minerals, Josecitos Mexican Grill, the Flatonia National Bank, Colorado Valley Communications, Don Michalika Custom Builders Incorporated, Hullab Real Estate, S&S Grain Incorporated, Fayetteville Bank, the Flatonia Family Health Center, the Flatonia Livestock Commission Company, Texas Print Shop, Justice of the Peace, Charles Zapalak, David Urban Bookkeeping and Tax Service, Fayette Savings Bank, Joel's Barbecues. You hear the Flatonia School song in the background. Tex Propane and South Central Real Estate. Thanks to all those folks making it possible tonight. I'm going to read this disclaimer right quick. Football fans, you don't want to miss the UIL State football experience at Cowboy Stadium in Arlington coming up in December. Come on out for an action-packed 4 days, Wednesday, December the 14th through Saturday, December the 18th, and witness the best teams in each division battle it out in the final games of the season. Tickets and all passes for the entire 4 days. Information can be found at uiltexas.org. And we got a little ways to go to get to that point. This is only the halfway point of the playoffs, the Thanksgiving weekend, but you know, a lot of talk's been going on all year. Flatonia and Shiner, at some point, we're going to meet. Used to be in the same district. Shiner's had the better of it, but this is the opportunity I think Flatonia's been waiting for because they've got a really solid team this year to play with Shiner.
Yeah, and again, you look at their schedule throughout the year, they're putting good numbers on the board. They're putting 30, 40, 50 consistently every week. You know, the interesting thing about tonight is both teams have lost to the same team, and they both lost to them in ways where, you know, ever since then, they've had a bounce back in the entire stretch of the way. And so tonight, I expect, again, to see a high-scoring game from both. And you can go down 21 points, 28 points, and within a quarter, you can catch back up. So I think that's what this game is going to be tonight. I think it's going to be a high-scoring game.
The funny thing about it is that you talk about losing to the same team. They both lost to Hallettsville in the first or second week, and here we are playing each other back here. And from what I understand, Hallettsville is the one that approached them about playing here if they met, and the two coaches, well, they were fine with that. Just, if nothing else, with the holiday weekend, nobody had to do extra traveling to go play someplace. I mean, from a seating standpoint, it's plenty big.
And you can also tell that the region is deep. I mean, you've got an 11-1 team and a 10-2 team playing already in the third week of the playoffs. So it's going to be a pretty tough stretch the rest of the way.
Shiner, as everybody knows, has had a 30-game win streak coming into this season. They won state 2 years straight, and then they dropped the first game of the season to Hallettsville, and then Flatonia played Hallettsville in week 2 and had a lead in the third quarter there and lost that one. But ever since then, it's been pretty much all downhill from there for both of them. They've dominated, with the exception of Shiner losing that district game to Refugio, which was another much-anticipated game. And the winner tonight will play the winner of tonight's Refugio-Ganado game next week, which is going to be interesting because, again, Shiner's in the district with Refugio and Ganado, but Flatonia knows about both of them because they've been in the same district with them as well.
And again, you look at tonight's game and you try to make sure everybody's back to speed and everyone's 100% tonight. Both teams look great tonight, but as Gary said, the wind is high tonight. And so if you're going to try to throw the ball deep downfield, you could probably lose a receiver on a yard or two and extra points. I would not be surprised if you saw some extra points going for 2 tonight.
All right, let's take a break, and we'll have more here on this Thanksgiving weekend from Hallettsville as we get ready to talk more about Flatonia and Shiner right after this.
J. Barbie Foods, leading with quality for over 55 years, has production plants in Welder and Weimar. They offer quality sausage and specialty meat products for retail and food service operations. To learn more, visit their website, jbfoods.com. J. Barbie Foods, family owned and operated by the Janechka family. J. Barbie Foods is proud to be a sponsor of this broadcast and sends best of luck wishes to the Flatonia football team. And send a shout-out to Bulldog, jersey number 23, Kale Janechka.
Happy holidays and season's greetings from all of us at Oviedo Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram Fiat. We may still be a few weeks away, but 2022 Black Friday sales event begins now because one day of new vehicle deals is never enough. So welcome to our Oviedo showroom and get Black Friday savings every day in November. Find deals on new Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram vehicles and get financing as low as 0% on selected models and no payments until 2023. Buying made simple in LaGrange, located at 1980 West State Highway 71 Bypass, we will exceed your expectations. And if you can't find your next new vehicle here or online, www.oviedododge.com, we will happily special order your new Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram Fiat today. At Oviedo, we are better. We prove it every day.
All right, welcome back. As Flatonia is the home team tonight, we're in the solid maroon uniforms with white numbers. Shiner in all white with purple and antique gold or Vegas gold. And you can hear the wind probably whistling in the background. This is the round of 16. There's 4 teams left in each region. The Comanches are coached by Daniel Bedecker. He took over in 2019, and I think it was 2009. But his record right now as the head coach is 53-3 at Shiner. He was an assistant coach. He graduated from Shiner. He was on a state championship baseball team back in the early 90s at Shiner, and he's also the baseball coach. He was the head baseball coach before he became the AD and the head football. So he's a Shiner boy.
And again, you look at Coach Freitag, 13 years at Flatonia with 8 straight playoffs.
Yes. So you got 2 coaches here that actually grew from the towns that they're coaching. Yeah. Which is a rare deal.
Hometown coaches.
All right, Shiner's made their way onto the field on the far side. The Shiner polka, you'll hear that all night long. The Bulldogs with this new run through. I think last week at Marion was the first time I saw that. And the Bulldogs now coming onto the field.
We are with the people.
Yeah.
We are in the stands.
Yeah,
with
we're
the people.
It's like sitting out in the conference boxes. Well, you know what? The louder Flatonia is, the better this game is going to go.
I hear the vuvuzelas.
Yeah.
It is World Cup time, so snuck those in.
And the USA and England played to a draw today.
We're in the World Cup and we're playing with a draw.
Yeah. So they got 2 points on the 2 draws. Yeah, but I guess the more we hear the Flatonia fans, the better this game is going tonight. So that'll be our way of figuring this out. All right, Cap. The officials are from the Austin chapter. Both of these schools use the Austin chapter. And Flatonia's main threat to defend is number 2, Dalton Brooks, a great running back for Shiner, who's an A&M commit. And their quarterback, Ryan Peterson, can really sling it when they throw it. He's a pitcher and a shortstop. And their other good receiver, Drew Winsky, Flatonia sends out Keyshawn Johnson, Jaden Guyton, also Reese Ramirez, and the fourth captain this evening is Ezekiel Rodriguez. And more than likely, the coin toss was done in the dressing room. That's what they do nowadays, and they kind of recreate it.
You don't want a 14 or 15-year-old going up there and messing up the coin flip.
Shiner's got Caleb Leinert out there as one of their captains. Tell you what, this home side is very big, and Flatonia's got a lot of people here tonight, but there's still plenty of room. Looks like Shiner won the toss, and they elected to receive. So Flatonia will get the win here in the first quarter and the ball to start the second half. So the national anthem will be next. We'll take a break and be back with the kickoff here in about 2 minutes.
Meet Your Grain Company Incorporated is always proud to support the youth in our area, and they proudly support the Flatonia Bulldogs football team. Good luck in the season. Meet Your Grain Company is also proud to be a sponsor of this broadcast. That's Meet Your Grain Company, a family-owned and operated business in Flatonia. Call 361-865-3339. And go Bulldogs!
Mr. Mike Schultz of Flatonia is proud to support the Flatonia athletic teams, wishing the Flatonia Bulldogs football team the best of luck in the football playoffs. And a big shout out to the parents, coaches, and all involved in helping this team be the best they can be. That is teamwork. All have a task, multiplies the success. Mike Schultz, proud to be a sponsor of this broadcast, and go Bulldogs!
Balcones Minerals has been keeping surfaces dry, clean, and safe since 1961 with high-quality, environmentally safe, absorbent clay products and minerals. They also offer competitive pricing and convenient packaging on orders. They're located at 323 Balcones Lane in Flatonia. Call 361-865-3544 with any questions. Balcones Minerals is a proud sponsor of this broadcast.
Josecito's Mexican Grill in Flatonia is proud to be a part of tonight's broadcast and proud of the Flatonia Bulldogs football team, wishing the Bulldogs the best of luck in the football season. Josecito's Mexican Grill is located at 507 East Interstate 10 Frontage Road in Flatonia, open 7 days a week, serving breakfast, lunch, and dinner. They have the best authentic Mexican food in town, breakfast tacos, fajitas, enchiladas, and more. That's Josecito's Mexican Grill in Flatonia.
All right, Mike, thank you very much. Welcome back to Hallettsfield as we get ready for this regional semifinal matchup. Two longtime friends and rivals, foes in many sports for many years. They've been in the districts. In fact, they're in the districts together with all the sports other than football. And the Bulldogs sending out the kicking unit, and they're getting the all maroon jerseys and black pants tonight with the white helmets. Saw a lot of celebrities here tonight. Former Superintendent Bill Wagner is here tonight with his family. Came to watch. Flatonia with the win is what they were hoping for. And the Comanches will get the ball first. Uriel Manzano will kick it. You would think if he gets it into the air. He's been known to pooch kick it. In fact, Shiner's got 9 guys between the 50 and the 35-yard line.
Yeah, they're up.
That's the end over end, carries down to the 19-yard line and back the other way with it is Rankin Wallace, and he'll get it out over the 30, and Flatonia stacks him up shy of the 35-yard line, and that's where the Comanches will start on offense here to get our game underway. Going into the wind. Again, the quarterback is Ryan Peterson. He's a senior. Dalton Brooks, the running back. Ball Ball's on the far hash mark. And again, plenty breezy. All right, first down and 10. They put a I formation offset. Peterson's under center. He'll give it to Brooks in the first play, going over the right side, and he finds a gap and runs through people for a first down all the way out to the 46-yard line. That was a pretty solid run there by Dalton Brooks and a first down.
Yeah, looks like the first hit was made there by Reese Ramirez. And then again, Brooks just kept on turning his feet and got a big gain almost near the 50.
Line of scrimmage will be the 47-yard line for the Comanches' first down. And Brooks picks up 14, first down play. Flatonia brings 6 to the line. They toss it to Brooks coming left, and he almost broke through the good ankle tackles to cross the 50-yard line. I think that was Reese Ramirez, but no, that was a really good tackle in the open field there, but it's still a pickup of 5.
Yeah, Ramirez and Guyton on the tackle there. First hit from Ramirez. He got him in around the 50-yard line.
It says the temperature is 60 degrees, but the wind chill is a little better than that, worse than that. All right, 2nd and 5, I formation, double tight end with a flanker to the right. And off Brooks again, right up the middle, and they stack him up, short gain, maybe a yard. Good play there up front. But Tony comes in there on the tackle is Devin Wallace, and it's going to be 3rd down and 4.
Yeah, and again, Shiner, their left side, kind of took an early step before the snap. I thought they were going to get him for the flag. I think the Flatonia coaches wanted it, but 2 back-to-back short gains for Dalton Brooks.
Well, you'd like to see a 3 and force them into a punt here and see what they can do with it into the wind. All right, 3rd down 4. Again, double tights with a tight end right, or split flanker to the right. 6-man front for Flatonia. They give it to Brooks again. He drives for it, and he's going to be very close. He got it down near the 38, but knowing how they do this with the spots now, it's going to be a first down. Yeah, they move it along without even looking where the ball is. They haven't even put the ball on the ground yet, and the guy's giving them the first down.
Philip Ramirez on the tackle for Flatonia. Yeah, and again, Dalton Brooks right now.
Yeah, they finally put the ball down, and then the linesman across the way moved it up, and Coach Freitag is going, what's the deal here? All right, Brooks going right on the sweep. Stumbles, keeps his foot, comes up and lost the ball. The ball is loose at the 32-yard line. The Bulldogs think they got it.
Yep.
Bulldogs ball to get a turnover.
Wow.
And I think that was Keyshawn Green came up and hit him, and the ball came flying out of there, and Flatonia has a turnover.
Yeah, and on that play, it was a pitch out to the right side with Brooks, and it looked like he lost his footing, and he was trying to regain back his balance, and he got a hit quick on the top side of the field, and then I think he was trying to set his balance, hold on to the ball, and got hit quick, and the ball came loose.
All right, Flatonia has it at their 41-yard line after the turnover. 9:25 to go. 4-man front for Shiner. Shotgun formation. Zone read, and Venegas runs it around the left side and falls forward up close shy of the 45-yard line. Brooks, who plays both ways, came up and helped out on the tackle there. And also going out there for the Comanches, the lineman, Jacob Werner, in a gain of 4 for Venegas. And it'll be 2nd down at the Bulldog 45-yard line. We're at under 9 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Flatonia with a 3-receiver set to the right. Ball's on the far hash mark. 1 back. Venegas play action under pressure. Now he rolls it, reverses to the left. Now he wants to run it, and he's going to get back to the line of scrimmage and a good open field tackle on the far side for the Comanches. And I believe that was Ryan Peterson, I think, might have came up to made the play over there. Actually, check that. That's Carson Schutte. Yeah. That 9 and that 3 doesn't look a whole lot different on the far side of the field.
And if that was district, Venegas would have went for 20. But there's some speed on that top side of the field.
All right, gain of 1 yard. It is third down and a long 5 for the Bulldogs. Again, four receivers set 3 to the near side. Wide receiver screen. And the ball is deflected and caught out of the air, but it ain't going to gain but a yard. But that ball went off of Keyshawn Green's hands. Peterson came up to hit him, and it landed into the hands of Guyton, but he was lucky to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Actually lost a yard, and the Bulldogs are going to have to punt.
Yeah, we're going to have to scrap that one from the playbook. That one took too long to develop. And, again, the safeties for Shiner tonight, they're probably, next to Brooks, they're probably the fastest guys on the team. And so they were planning man right on the line, and they were able to stay back and get the good hit.
All right, Venegas now punting with the breeze. Shiner got Brooks back, but there's 30. You don't want to kick it to him either. It's a good snap, not much of a rush, and Venegas hits a good high kick. It'll land at the 27, 23. It takes a really good Flatonia roll, and it's inside the 10 and down near the 7. I thought it hit one of the arms of the Flatonia guy here about the 17-yard line. In fact, Brooks thought it did too, but nobody saw it, and the Bulldogs have Shiner pinned back at the 7-yard line after the punt. It's a good punt. .48 yards, no return.
Good kick.
But it might have hit one of the Flatonia's guys back up here between the 15 and the 20, but nobody saw it. So Shiner pinned back at the 7. Under 7 minutes to go in the quarter. High formation again. They toss it to Brooks going right. Trying to look for some room, breaks through a tackle, still on his foot. He's a hard runner for a guy that's really fast, and that's going to be close to first down yardage out over the 15, out near the 18-yard line, and it took 4 or 5 guys to get him on the ground again.
Yeah, he's a hard runner. He definitely lowers his shoulder, and, again, he's tall for his size, too, so he was able to get a first down, first play.
Got 11 on the play. They've run 6 plays, and he's carried it all 6 times. All right, first down. Flanker to the right. Flatonia comes up with a 6-man front now. They'll give it to the fullback, right up the middle, out over the 20. Not much there. The Bulldogs stack that one up. Flatonia's Ezekiel Rodriguez with help from his friends. A gain of 3 out near the 21, give or take. So second down, you hit the halfway point of the first quarter already. Second down and 7 at the Shiner 21. 6-man front. They toss it to Brooks coming left. Looks for a crease and got it. And drug down by the towel hanging out of his jersey, all the way out at the 35-yard line. That might have been a touchdown-saving tackle. There was Keyshawn Green, but if he breaks that tackle, that might be a score.
Yeah, he was kind of holding on for dear life there. And, again, that's when you see Brooks coming through the line of scrimmage, somebody just has to grab onto him and don't let go. And, again, he just makes it so easy to get those yards.
He got over 50 yards already here in the first quarter. All right, toss coming left on the sweep. New running back.
There you go. That's going to come back.
We got a flag down. The new running back there was Beck Bishop, a senior. Got it into Bulldog territory where we have our first flag of the ball game.
It's going to go on Peterson. He was blocking in the back on.
So the quarterback on the leading the sweep. So that'll take that first down off the board. Legal block in the back. The ball will be back at the 34-yard line, so it occurred where the spot occurred. So it is first and 11 now. Clock is stopped on the penalty. Still scoreless here in the first quarter. Again, Flatonia shifts into a 6-man front. Very tight formation. Play action. Peterson to throw under pressure. Down he goes. at the 25-yard line. The sack by Ezekiel Rodriguez, untouched from the left side. A big loss back inside the 26.
Yeah, and again, they wanted to go for the home run throw there. They were sending all their guys just on a straight out route. And again, Flatonia just needed one guy to get through, and of course it was going to be one of the fastest guys on their defensive line, Reese Ramirez, and he comes up with a big sack.
All right, second down now and 19 now for the Comanches. Okay, they go two receiver set to the far side. Now they send play action. Peterson to throw, deep ball down the middle into the wind, and it's off the receiver and underthrown a little bit.
There you go.
Good coverage for Flatonia by Titan Targach, and it's incomplete.
Man, and again, they that was in the wind.
Yeah.
I mean, that ball was in the wind.
Yeah.
So, again, they're not afraid to throw it deep downfield. And, again, that was great coverage by Targach there. And, again, those wide receivers, that's back-to-back routes where they were running at least 30, 40 yards downfield.
Yeah, that's about 45 yards in there into that breeze. So it's third down now and 19. At the Shiner 26. Again, they go three receivers. Brooks is split out wide to the right as a flanker. Tight end is set to that side, and we get a whistle. And I think Shiner's taking a timeout because Daniel Bedeker didn't like this. So we played almost 9 minutes, or almost 8 minutes, scoreless ball game. Back to Hallettsville here in about 60 seconds.
The Flatonia National Bank, a branch of First National Bank of Shiner, is your hometown bank offering traditional banking that is here to stay. Being a community bank means supporting local schools, churches, and nonprofit organizations so that we can build a better community together. So join Flatonia National Bank in supporting our local youth at tonight's football playoff game. Wishing the Bulldogs the best of luck. Visit Flatonia National Bank in person or online at www.fnbshiner.com. Flatonia National Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
This is the time of year for sharing what we're all thankful for. My name is Carol Osina, Customer Relations Assistant, and at Colorado Valley Communications, our customers are at the top of the list. This holiday season, we want to express our appreciation for you. CVCTX wouldn't be where we are today without the support of our loyal customers. Thank you for your patronage this year, as we've truly enjoyed serving you and our rural communities. From everyone here at Colorado Valley Communications, we wish you and your family a wonderfully safe and happy holiday season.
All right, third down, 19. Peterson back to throw. They want to set up a screen out into the flat. The ball is caught by Keenan Haley, 35-40. Down the sideline it goes, and that was a terrific call by Shiner on 3rd and 19. The screen pass to big Keenan Haley, a sophomore, 225-pound tight end.
Yeah.
And they get the first down all the way out to the 48-yard line.
That was well executed there for Shiner. They set it up perfect. They threw the ball down the field deep twice, setting up the blitz there. They let it go through, and, again, a convoy down the field for the first down.
Picked up 22, first down at the Comanche 48-yard line. Is run to 4 minutes to go in the first quarter. Still no score. Comanches with the double tight end wing, I formation. They'll give it to Brooks going right. Cuts it up, got room, 45. Now reversing to the near side, 30. It's a foot race with Keyshawn Green, and Dalton Brooks is going to win that race to the end zone, 52 yards, and the Comanches are on the board. He's pretty good.
Yeah, when he gets in the open field, there's a lot of separation there. And, again, for him, Keyshawn Green was giving everything he could to get there, but it's going to be hard to stop Mr. Brooks when he's open like that.
Now you give it to him a bunch. All right, the extra point coming up here. Ryan Peterson, who is the quarterback, is also the place kicker, and he was hitting them pretty good in warm-ups a while ago. Kick is up. Told you he can kick it a long way. That was pretty good into the wind too. And it is good. 3:33 to go in the first. 7-0 ball game. The Comanches on top. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
Thinking of building a new home? Call Don Mikalenka Custom Builder Incorporated at 361-865-9217. No matter what size of home, they're ready to make your home building experience a pleasant one. Contact Don Mikalenka Custom Builder Incorporated at 361-865-9217. Let them help you make your dream home come true. Owners Don and Beverly are proud of the Flatonia Bulldogs football team, wishing them the best of luck.
For over 50 years, S&S Grain Incorporated in Flatonia has been a family-owned and operated company. They transport grain, and they move a lot of it throughout Texas. S&S Grain Incorporated is a reliable trucking company, so if you need a load of grain to be transported or to be picked up, call them at 361-865-3585. S&S Grain Incorporated supports the Flatonia Bulldogs, and they are proud to be a part of this broadcast, with a special shout-outs to Colt Freitag.
All right, welcome back. That was a 93-yard drive, 8 plays. Dalton Brooks, the final 52. Extra point by Peterson makes it 7-0, 3:30 to go in the quarter. Here's the kick by Peterson. High and plenty deep. And that into the wind sails to the goal line on the fly. He's got quite a leg, and that'll be a touchback. And the Bulldogs will have it at the 25-yard line.
And again, Flatonia had opportunities there. They had them on third and about 24, and then they were hit the screen. There was a penalty that went their way. And again, opportunities were there, but for this one right here, Flatonia, they got the wind at their back for about the next 3 minutes here in this quarter.
Unofficially, I got Dalton Brooks at 101 yards already in the first quarter. Of course, 52 of it came on the touchdown run. That's not a good deal for Flatonia. All right, first down play. Venegas fires one, and he was intended, it looks like here, by to Titan Targotch, and I'm not sure. He thought the ball was coming to him, and Guyton was running down the sideline behind him, and that could have been intercepted. That could have been a problem there, and it's incomplete. So second down. Breezy evening here so far, but it's dry, and that's the best part here at Brama's Memorial Stadium. All right, two backs back there with Venegas and the shotgun. Two backs set to the right. A play action pass out into the flat. The ball caught by Guyton out near the 30. Slips a man and gets it up down the sideline over the 35. And he's going to take 4 guys to get him on the ground. But it's a first down for Flatonia out near the 37 and 38-yard line.
Big first down there. Guyton with the nice hands there. And again, it took about 4 guys to get him down. He got a good first down.
13 on the play. And the Bulldogs get a first down. It's their first of the night. They go 3 receivers to the far side. Ball's on the near hash mark. 4-man front for Shiner. Venegas to throw. Deep ball near side for Keegan Green, but it's too far wide. It landed out of bounds, and he overthrew him, and it's incomplete.
Green was able to outrun his defender there. And again, that was Winsky, who we talked about in the pregame. Again, I like the play call. You had the wind at your back. It was the perfect time to do it. And again, I'm going to say the wind took it away from him, but that was right inbound. So that would have been took a little bit off of it. That would have been a good catch.
Clock stopped at 3:09 to go in the first quarter. Flatonia again now with a 3-receiver set. 3-man down front for Shiner on 2nd and 10. Venegas to throw. Screen pass in the middle to Reese Ramirez, the tight end. Works it up over the 45-yard line, and the ball came out. The Shiner guys think they've got it. No indicating. Boy, Coach Williams over here is pointing to the ground, and they gave the ball to the Comanches. Now, the problem I have with that is they don't even know the ball is out until Shiner starts pointing the other direction. And that's a bad deal there. They have no idea. And, boy, the Flatonia coaches are not happy campers about that deal at all. And that takes away, first of all, the first down, and they get the ball at the 47. So each team has turned it over here in the first quarter. And you don't want to give the Comanches a short field, which is what they're doing here at the 47. All right, straight up the middle was the quarterback, Peterson, on that play against that 5-man front, and he gets it down to the 42-yard line.
And that one right there was just a quarterback keeper right up the middle. They just took that and kind of plowed through the field. Flatonia was showing blitz there, and quarterback just kept it and ran up the field.
5 yards to the 42 of Flatonia. Winsky flanked to the near side. Brooks, the deep man, out of the eye. He'll toss it to Brooks going right. Tries to get it outside, follows his blockers, and he's going to squirm out of some tackles, and he finally works his way inside the 40 and gets pushed out of bounds there, but not an easy guy to get down.
No, just continues to play, and again, right there is just a good – you had a good line up front from Shiner there to really give Brooks the opportunity to get the first down, and trying to look and see, I think he may have
and mark it at the 34. What is that, the yards after contact?
Yeah.
He gets a lot of that.
He just keeps going, and that's where, also the whole line was pushing him there.
Clock stopped at 2:10 left in the quarter. First down at the Bulldogs 34 now for the Comanches. They give it to Brooks off the right guard, and that good play there stopped him after maybe a yard gain there. That was a good one-on-one tackle there for Flatonia. And that was for the Bulldogs. That was Ezekiel Rodriguez, the linebacker. Only a gain of a yard there.
And I think Brooks just went out. So he's taking him a breather right now. I think it's his first play he's been out on offense.
He's got 10 carries already here in the first quarter. We have a minute and a half to go. Flanker on this formation is Carson Schutte out to the right side. Now he comes in a little tighter, double tight end, split back. Peterson rolls out, throws it out into the flat. The ball is caught, but didn't drug down immediately. Good play out after a short gain.
Sullivan there on the tackle.
And again, they went to the big tight end, Keenan Haley. And not much of anything gained on that play. It's third down and long. So 3rd and 9. Now let's see if Flatonia, boy, they could sure use a stop here. Under a minute to go here in the opening quarter. Shiner going into the wind, remember. Winsky is flanked to the left. Flatonia doing a lot of shifting on defense. Peterson on the keeper. Now it's an option. And the ball is loose to the pitch man, and it goes out of bounds. It was handled cleanly on the sideline by Coach Freitag, but they couldn't get to it before it went out of bounds. And that was the old Veer triple option.
And they even got Gary about a yard with that fumble. So they fumbled it up a yard, which, I've always said, I don't know how you can do that, but they got a yard out of it.
Well, they actually,
I think
they marked it back.
Okay, now they took it back.
Yeah.
They just moved it up.
Well, they tried to get it out. That was the old Veer there, and the pitch man, Beck Bishop, couldn't hang on to it, and they wind up kicking it out of bounds. And Shiner's going for it here on 4th and 10 at the 34-yard line. 4 receivers set, shotgun. Peterson to throw, deep ball. And it's going to be in and out of the hands and knocked away at the goal line. That was for Caleb Shows, but who made the hit? That might have been Keyshawn Green. Knocked it out of his hands at the goal line, and the Bulldogs get a stop.
Yeah, I could see it from here. I knew exactly where they were going. They brought Brooks to the small side of the field, and Flatonia put 2 guys on him, and they had 2 wide receivers and a tight end on top. It was a straight man-on-man, and that's what they were banking on there. But great coverage in the secondary for Flatonia to knock it out of their hands. And Flatonia going to get the ball back with about 13 seconds.
Yeah, the Bulldogs got a stop on 4th down. Big stop. Back at now they have it at their 34, still 7-0 Shiner. And they got, again, like David said, 13 seconds with the wind at their back. 4 receivers set. And we get a whistle and a timeout on the other side by Shiner. We're going to hang on to it here since we're so close to the end of the quarter. There were some playoff games this afternoon. First of all, in 3A Division II, The Tidehaven Tigers defeated their district rival Brazos 41-0. So Tidehaven's in the regional finals. And Llano in 3A Division I won their ball game today by a score of 42-17. You know, it'd be nice if I'd write down who Llano played in that ball game. I got it right here. You know, I can't remember everything like I used to. Llano beat Industrial. Yeah, Llano beat Industrial today. Lago Vista beat their district rival Navarro 27-7. So they'll get the winner of either Wimberley or Gerald. All four teams in that regional were in the same district. And Fort Bend, Marshall, Wallop, Montgomery Lake Creek today, 55-18. That's 5A Division II. So Marshall will play the winner of tonight's game that involves the Brenham Cubs and Fort Nature's Grove.
And Fort Nature's Grove is up at the half, 28-7.
All right, here we go. 1st and 10 at the 34 for Flatonia. Green, Guyton in motion on the jet sweep. They give it to him, and Shiner's all over that one. They do that. They have seen that once or twice. And coming up to make the play there was Brooks and Peterson, and nothing on the jet sweep, and that'll be quarter number 1. So we played a quarter here in Hallettsville. Good tight ball game. Shiner 7, Flatonia nothing. Second quarter in 60 seconds here on
Hello
KBUK.
Real Estate, serving Central Texas and beyond for over 20 years, is a full-service real estate brokerage with offices in New Braunfels, Hallettsville, and Flatonia, specializing in farm and ranch, residential and commercial. Their customer service and sales results will meet or exceed your expectations. Stop by their Flatonia office at 205 West South Main Street to see Bernadine Kiner, or call her at 361-772-5105. For information on their listing and their company, visit hollabrealestate.com.
Fayetteville Bank has been serving the community since 1917 with 3 convenient locations in Fayetteville, Schulenburg, and LaGrange. Fayetteville Bank strives to be a community bank you can trust to help you with all of your banking needs. Services include checking, savings, money market, CD, and IRA accounts, as well as many additional perks like online and mobile banking, ATM services, and bill pay. Fayetteville Bank also offers a variety of loans, including commercial, real estate, auto, and agriculture loans. Stop by and visit our friendly staff or go online to www.fayettevillebank.com to learn more. Fayetteville Bank, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
All right, welcome back. Gary Dushek and David Topel. Everybody's having a good Thanksgiving weekend. Good playoff game here so far. 7-0 Comanches. Shot Flatonia had at the start this second quarter, 2nd and 10. Venegas rolls out right and fires one of the ball is caught up near the first down stick on the far side. A good throw right into the boundary caught by Keyshawn Green, and a gain for 9.
Yeah, that was right there, right about a foot in front of the marker now. This is going to be a tough third down for Flatonia because they got to go for it here. I don't think it's 4-down territory, not with that offense, but a very manageable third down.
Ball's out at the 43-yard line of Flatonia going into the wind now. Keep that in mind.
Wouldn't be surprised if they hurry up and just got under center and handed up the middle.
All right. And Flatonia, do they have too many?
Yeah.
I think Flatonia had too many guys out there. Nobody saw it because Dayton Cliff was trying to, if you can be inconspicuously trying to run off the
like
field.
He was trying to go in motion.
Yeah, he was running, about 10 yards behind the line of scrimmage, and they take a timeout, which I'm amazed that nobody from Shiner saw. They had 12 guys out there on the field. But since nobody huddles, does that matter anymore? As long as you get them off before the play is snapped. So it's an early timeout here, 8 seconds into the quarter. We'll just hang on here. So obviously the district that Brenham is in, which was pretty good, they get into the third round, and they're playing 2 teams from in East Texas or Southeast Texas, much big on athletes. And one of them got pummeled today that was ranked number 5 in the state, and now Brenham's having problems with their game too. All right, 3rd down and a yard. Well, Flatonia needs to string some first downs here together. The wind is just very brisk here out of the north. Three receiver set, two backs back there with Venegas. He's going to run it on the quarterback sweep to the left, cuts it up. He's got a first down and more. 50, 45, 40, down the sideline, inside the 35, and they threw him out of bounds near the 30-yard line. Peterson came up with a big play there on the quarterback sweep, and the Bulldogs are in Shiner territory.
Yeah, Flatonia ran to the small side of the field. They took they took Guyton down there at the bottom and made him the lead block. And he just got the kick out on Brooks. And then right there, it was just a simple follow the leader there. Big chunk of yards and first down for Flatonia.
All right, 27 yards down to the Comanche 30. All right, two receivers split to the right side. Green is to the near side. Venegas back to throw. Now he's under pressure, wants to run. He's got room. 25-20. Down the sideline, 15. And runs through a guy near the 12-yard line as Peterson again came up with another good run for Venegas. And the Bulldogs are inside the 15-yard line.
That's your quarterback and your other quarterback going head-to-head.
Yeah, one-on-one.
And I'm going to tell you what, Peterson don't look like he got the better end of that one. I think Venegas did. Peterson's kind of walking casually back to the safety role there.
18 yards on the play by Vanel Venegas.
And I think that's a big play for Flatonia. And what they did was they split their wide receivers out like they were going to chunk it downfield. Guyton, or Brooks, the most electrifying player on defense, he's 20, 30 yards downfield. Venegas just keeps it for the big run.
9 yards, 27 and 18. 3 plays here to start this second quarter for Flatonia. They're at the 12-yard line. Quarterback draw Venegas. Now he's in trouble. Working his way, but he got inside the 10 down to the 7. Now, how he did that, I don't know, because there was 3 white shirts back there, and he got through all 3 of them.
Yeah, I don't think that was a designed draw. I think he was trying to go right, didn't see his running back, and turned it up the field, and so got a few yards there, about 4. But what it was a busted play turns out to a 4-yard gain.
You know, that or either the lineman got in there too fast.
Somebody got there
really quick.
That off, yeah. But, again, you look at it now and you say, again, you got the best spot to get a first down.
All right, 2nd and 6 at the 8 of Shiner. Play clock is at 11. We're early in the second quarter. Bulldogs down 7, trying to tie it up. 6-man front for the Comanche. Green in motion, jet sweep to the right, trying to get to the corner, and boy, the Comanches are out there, and he tried to split 2 of them, but he got it back to the line of scrimmage, and boy, they go to the sidelines pretty quick too. Good defensive play there by the Comanches.
It's hard to run east and west on Shiner tonight. And again, it was if that was probably last week in the playoffs, that's a score because again, everybody in that secondary for Shiner, they're able to match up speed for speed, and so that one right there just goes against Flatonia. They actually lose a yard or 2 and puts them back about maybe around the 10-yard line.
All right, 3rd down and 7 inside the 10. Flatonia with 3 receivers left. That's the wide side. 1 running back. Venegas fires one to the sideline, and it's a low throw, but it is caught inside the 5 down there, and that's going to be a first down. Keegan Green went down there to make that shoe top catch. Good for a first down at the 2-yard line. The 7-yard pickup, and the 1st and goal for Flatonia at the 2. All right, they got the big man formation.
Yeah, they do.
2 linemen in the backfield, and who's going to take the snap? It's going to be Kobe Burton. And he plows forward, and he gets hit as he got back to the line of scrimmage, and that was Dalton Brooks came up and challenged him and ankle tackled him and got him down to the ground. That took a little while to develop there, and they marked him down at the 3-yard line.
And then they brought everybody up there to stop that play, and they were able to get almost everybody through the line.
Yeah. He has to run a little ways to get to the line of scrimmage there, and I think Flatonia is going to go back to the regular. They figured that's not going to work. All right, 1st and goal at the 4. Back to the normal formation. Venegas running left, in trouble, and he gets knocked down near the 3. And Peterson came up to make the tackle again from the defensive secondary. Well, this would be demoralizing as all get out, not getting it. If you don't get it in here, it's 3rd down and goal at the 3-yard line. 8 minutes to go in the half. This is in the game here, too, that field goals aren't going to help you. Lake Rock is down to 15. Keegan Green is going out, split wide to the right. All right, Flatonia now 3rd and goal at the 3. Now they shift over. They're going to snap it to Cliff. He gives it inside reverse to Jaden Guyton. Touchdown! Well, that was a nifty play there. Jaden Guyton out of the receiver spot on the inside reverse. And we're an extra point away from being tied. And the 2 scores tonight into the win.
Yeah, I mean, again, looking how that was set up, it looked like they were about to go inside, and then almost kind of reminiscent of that Ole Miss play from the other night where they kind of pitched it inside.
All right, Manzano for the extra point. Good snap. The kick is up. Is it going to have enough to get there? And it is good. Man, you had to wait that one out just to see if it got to the crossbar or not. And we got a new ball game. 7:35 to go in the half. Bulldogs 7, Comanches 7. We'll be back to Hallisville in 60 seconds.
The Flatonia Family Health Center is improving lives through health and wellness, offering quality care and programs in a caring, convenient, cost-effective, and accessible manner. Telehealth and in-person visits are available. So call the Flatonia Family Health Center at 361-865-3302. Conveniently located at 230 West North Main in Flatonia. The Flatonia Family Health Center is happy to be a part of tonight's broadcast, wishing the Bulldogs good luck.
Show your Bulldog and Lady Bulldog support with school spirit caps, shirts, cups, and more from Texas Print House in Flatonia. Texas Print House, normally known as T-Gear, can make that happen. They offer custom services such as screen printing, heat press vinyl, embroidery, and laser engraving. Locally owned and operated by Marcus and Kim Mecha. Call Texas Print House at 361-865-3369 or visit their Facebook page. That's Texas Print House in Flatonia, a sponsor of this broadcast. Go Bulldogs!
All right, getting ready to tee it up. Here is Uriel Manzano. High pooch kick, short one. 36-yard line taken by Shiner on the dead run, and they get it out over the 40, and they get shoved out of bounds across the way. And that might have been Nowinski. Then we got a brand new ball game. That was a good drive by Flatonia. 3-yard touchdown run by Jaden Guyton. 10 plays that covered 64 yards. And again, both touchdowns into the breeze here tonight. We got a 7-7 ball game. All right, Comanches come out now. First down, Brooks in the deep man in the eye. Peterson under center with 2 tight ends and a flanker. Line of scrimmage is the 43. They give it to Brooks coming right. Look out. 45-40 down the sideline. Boy, and there's going to be a block there. They just basically tackled Keyshawn Green. Peterson did. And he's looking in disbelief. That looked like a pretty good pancake block unless he grabbed him.
Now, I guess they're going to call it from the 45. Because it was after the first down was made. I'm sorry, from the 35.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering where they're going to spot
I would assume they would step it off from where the flag occurred.
But there's
also a flag. But there's also a flag back at the line of scrimmage. So Shiner's going to get hit twice here. It looks like holding back at the 47, which is Flatonia will gladly take that one because that'll mark the ball back inside the Shiner 40. The other penalty occurred 25 or 30 yards downfield.
And it's always so hard to see because we're watching Brooks with the ball, and you're not really going to see a holding call. But I mean, there was a hole. He got 20 yards downfield before somebody even got near him. So
well, and in Peterson's defense, it looked like he pancaked Keyshawn Green. All right, back at the 37-yard line. So Shiner gets flagged 10 yards, spot foul. So it's first down and 16. They'll toss it to Brooks going left this time, looking for somewhere. And Dayton Cliff runs him down. A good tackle there as he crossed the 40. And he got about 4 on the play. So it's 2nd and 12 at the Shiner 41-yard line, far hash mark. Clock at 6:40 left here in the first half. 7-7 ball game. Flatonia with a 4-4 look here. Now they shift into a 6-man line. They toss it to Brooks. They end around. Coming Winsky to this side. He's down to the 45 and knocked out of bounds near the 50-yard line. And Winsky on the reverse. And the Flatonia fans were hollering for a holding penalty. That one they didn't get.
Yeah, I know they want to hold there, but I think Peterson got him right on the shoulder pad. So I can definitely see it if you're the hometown guys. That was just a good block.
12-yard pickup, and they got a first down on the end around to the Bulldogs 47. First down, Shiners. We hit the halfway point of the second quarter here in a terrific game so far, 7-all. 4-man front. Now a 6-man. They come up with the defensive ends. They toss it to Brooks going left. And gets tripped up and stays on his feet to the 35 and down there and dropped the ball, but Shiner is going to get it. And coming up to pick up that loose football was one of, I think, the other tight end on the far side of the. But another good gain, good balance by Brooks, all the way down to the 29-yard line.
Yeah, that's his second fumble of the night. So,
again, 18 there.
Flatonia doing a good job of making hits on him, but again, after the fumble, they get the first down.
Ball's on the far hash mark. In a rapidly moving first half. Again, the split look. Now they send a man in motion, and we get a whistle. And what happened here?
Got to go against Shiner.
They calling him for a false start, and the Shiner coaches are halfway out on the field, too, wanting to know why that got stopped unless one of the linemen moved. Beck Bishop, the running back, had come out to line up as a flanker. Shifted, but they blew it dead before the snap. Now the head linesman and the referee are having a conversation. They're going to wave this flag up, I bet you, because this ain't going to be good for Flatonia.
Only way it's good is if it was on them, but
yeah,
unless he's going to say that.
Now the head linesman, so if the referee comes over and talks to the Flatonia head coach, that basically tells me there ain't going to be a penalty here.
And I think Coach Freitag's telling him, thank you, sir, happy holidays, and happy Thanksgiving.
Did you eat enough yesterday?
Yeah. Thank y'all for coming from Austin. Very tame.
Yeah, how was the traffic today?
Safe travels back home with a pat on the back.
Of course, the Shiner coaches, they want to know what was the flag for in the first place, too. Well, I give $1 for them. Okay, so there's no foul. No foul.
Yeah.
So we're just
usually they just wave it. Now, unless they say it's an inadvertent whistle, unless somebody just said they thought they saw something, but.
So it's still 1st and 10.
Yeah.
So nothing happened.
Just a break.
Just a little break.
Yeah.
The ball's at the Bulldog 29. And they'll get the clock running again. The clock was running before the referee told them to run it. We're down to 5 minutes and counting here. I formation, flanker to the right. 2 tight ends. Peterson under center, gives it to Brooks. Drives in a terrific tackle on penetration coming up to make it. Cut the legs right out from under him. That was Philip Ramirez. And no gain on the play.
And Brooks is not happy with his offensive line. I mean, they are. I don't know if he's been hit that hard this early all year. Maybe against Hallettsville in that first week.
If there was a blitz, they blitzed right that time. Boy, that was just really good done, well done by Ramirez. 2nd and 10, still at the 29. Same formation, now the I. They'll toss it to Brooks going left. Got ahead of Steamboat. Look out, 10-5, and he walks into the end, and he split through that mass of people on the far sideline at the 25-yard line and ran right by them like they weren't even there. And the Comanches regained the lead on the 29-yard run by Dalton Brooks. And the problem with him is he could any play he could do that. And it comes with 4:07 to go in the half. And there goes the Shiner Polka. All right, Winsky's the holder. This is a different kicker here. This is not Peterson here kicking this time. Good snap. The kick is up, and it's going to be no good. Wide right. Peterson didn't kick that one that time, and they put Oswaldo San Martin back there to kick it, and he missed it. So let's see if that comes back to haunt Shiner maybe at some point. 4:09 to go at the half. It's now Comanches 13, Bulldogs 7. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
Hello, farmers and ranchers. This is Ron Beck Jr. with Flatonia Livestock Commission Company. Sale every Monday starting at 11:30 a.m. We, the Ronnie Beck family, have been serving Fayette County and the surrounding area for over 40 years, and we take pride in serving you. Selling your livestock is our business. We receive livestock 7 days a week. Our receiving pen is conveniently located here in LaGrange by the River Bridge at the old LaGrange Livestock. Come by and see us. For all your hauling needs, call me at 361-772-4806 or Chris Bombach, 512-304-8688, or Charles Zapalak, 979-702-0311. We also have receiving pens in Ellinger and Bernardo. We would like to thank all our customers for your continued business.
The Flatonia Livestock Commission Company sends out a special shout out to number 4, Beck Zimmerman, and go Bulldogs.
Thank you, Mike. Welcome back to Hallettsville. Great crowd on hand. A really good ball game. 13-7 now. Shiner has taken the lead on the 29-yard run by Dalton Brooks. That drive was 57 yards in 6 plays. And Brooks carried the ball on 4 of those 6 plays, the final 29 for the touchdown. And the Bulldogs will get it back here with less than 4:10 to go into the breeze again. Now remember that. And Flatonia does get the ball to start the third quarter. Peterson will put one high and deep, and that'll sail into the end zone on the fly for a touchback with the wind at his back. And Flatonia gets it at the 25 on the touchback. I think, David, here, too, the main thing is you may not score here, but you can't let Shiner score again before the end of the half.
You got to take some time off the clock here because, again, you can just see it from Shiner. You know, they're a well-conditioned team, and a lot of their guys are playmakers, especially on the offense and defensive side. So they got to get a first down and keep the clock moving.
All right, first down for Flatonia at their 25. 3 receivers set to the left. Play action. Venegas now wants to run it. He's up to the 30, and he's going to get drugged down at the 31 or 2-yard line. Got what he could out of that. And it's a good first down pickup of about 6 yards. So 2nd and 4. Shiner's got a couple of big guys up front. That Jacob Werner is a senior, 215. He looks bigger than that. They're one of the few teams that actually put weights on their roster. You don't see that much anymore. All right, Keegan Green is split out to the right. That's the far side. You got Keyshawn Green and Guyton to the near side. Venegas back to throw under pressure. He's in trouble back there, and he's still in trouble, and he throws it away toward the sideline. And that ball was intercepted at the 32. He was trying to throw it away, and a Shiner guy came up, and let's see if they're going to really complete. And that's the one thing you didn't want was a turnover. As Fennell, it looked like he was trying to throw it into the bench, and the ball just didn't get that far, and the Comanches pick it off, and I would be lying to tell you who came up to catch it. And Keyshawn Green was over there, too, kind of waiting for it, and the ball just never got to him. But he was trying to throw it away at the last minute, and that is devastating for Flatonia here at this point. And Shiner has it at the 43, and Bulldogs have to keep him out of the end zone here with 3:15 to go. Under center, they toss it to Brooks going left. Cuts it to the outside, and Dayton Cliff will run him down from behind after a gain of maybe 5 to about the 38-yard line. And also coming up to help out on the tackle for Flatonia was Tate Sullivan. So 5 on the play for Brooks to the 38. So that's 2 turnovers on Flatonia, 1 for Shiner. Clock is running at 2:40 to go in the half. I formation, and once again, that's their regular set. They give it to Brooks up the middle. Breaks it outside left down the sideline. There's nobody out there. Ran right by Reese Ramirez, and he walks in for the touchdown. He is on a different level. And this one you had a chance to maybe keep it a one-score game. Now you're down 2 scores with 2:27 to go in the half. The turnover.
And it looks like the same play they had on the last touchdown. It's just kind of a pitch out to the left side for Brooks. And, again, just a big hole there. Good wide receiver blocking for him. And, yeah, since Shiner missed the extra point a while ago, they're going to go for 2.
That turnover, he's almost more dangerous when he runs it between the tackles and he cuts it to the outside, because then there's nobody's going to get him out there after everybody kind of starts pinching in on him. All right, they go for 2. Split backs. Peterson will give it to Brooks on the dive play, and he dives into the end zone for 2. And our score now at 2:27 to go in the half. All of a sudden now it's the Comanches 21, Flatonia 7. The kickoff coming up in 60 seconds.
Good luck to the Flatonia Bulldogs football team in today's playoff game. From Justice of the Peace, Precinct 3, Charles Zapalak. The Bulldogs are an example of what happens when you combine great teamwork and a lot of hard work. Again, best of luck wishes to the Flatonia Bulldogs football team in today's playoff game. From Precinct 3, Justice of the Peace, Charles Zapalak.
It's tax season. Time to call David Urban Bookkeeping and Tax Service for professional help and assistance in preparing your personal or business taxes. They're up to date on the tax laws and how they affect your return. David Urban Bookkeeping and Tax Service will also handle your accounting and payroll needs. To better serve you, they have 2 offices, one in Flatonia. Call 361-865-2301 and the other in Shiner. Call 361-594-8160. And they are proud to be a part of tonight's broadcast.
Welcome back. That Brooks scoring drive was 2 carries for 43 yards, 38 on the second carry for the touchdown, and it's now 21-7. He is as good as advertised. All right, Flatonia is still with an opportunity, though. They still have 2:27 to go here, but they got to go into the wind. High kick by Peterson. This will sail all the way into the end zone on the fly for a touchback at the 25-yard line. Now 2 turnovers against Flatonia. That last one was just a killer. All right, Benel Venegas comes out now, first down at the 25. With 2:27 left here in the half. There goes Keyshawn Green in motion right. They fake the jet sweep. Screen pass is deflected, and it just cannot get to Dayton Cliff. And coming in there to deflect that screen was Jacob Warner. And it's second down.
Yeah, Warner came in. Again, they were trying to set up a screen to the left side of the field. They moved over Guyton's at the top so Brooks would go with them. And they're going to go to the opposite end with the screen play. But it looked like their D lineman got a hand on the ball as it got thrown and incomplete pass.
All right, 2nd and 10. Clock stopped with 2:22 to go in the half. Venegas back to throw, under pressure, and down he goes, and he lost the ball, but I think he got it back. And here comes the flag, and I think we're going to get a late hit on Shiner because somebody from Flatonia Reese Ramirez hit the ground real late. And the sack was back near the 21-yard line.
That's going to be a free 15 and should be a first down. It's usually a key indicator when you get taken out of the game from your head coach. So it was just a late hit or unnecessary roughness or personal foul.
And the Bulldogs will get a first down on the penalty.
Man,
out to
they needed that.
Yeah, they sure did.
Man.
It was a loss of 5 on the sack, and the 15 yards gets it out. And a much-needed first down for Flatonia out to the 35-yard line. The sack was a 5-yard loss, and that's where the foul occurred after the play was over. All right, Venegas back to throw, rolling out right. Now he's in trouble. throws it up the sideline, and he finds Keyshawn Green, and that ball is caught at the sideline at the 46-yard line, and he's run out of bounds right after he made the catch by Schutte. Good play there and another first down.
Yeah, Keegan Green there caught it on the right side of the field, hugging the line there. And again, Venegas is at his best when he's able to scramble and able to make a play with the ball. And so, again, right there, he was under heavy duress, trying to get it to the right side, and shot enough for the first down.
All right, line of scrimmage now the 46 for Flatonia with 1:53 to go. They go spread, 4 receivers each on the field. Venegas to throw, quick one out here into the flat and wide left. Out in the flat, he tried to get it to Keyshawn Green, but the ball off target. And then again, the wind throwing the ball to the sideline into that breeze could be a problem too, and it's incomplete.
Yeah, Hunter Knight from Shiner came in on the blitz there, and Venegas just had to throw it about a second too early than he normally did, and that's why I kind of pushed it out for Keegan to get it. So good pressure by Shiner there to force a quick throw.
All right, 2nd and 10 at the Bulldog 46. We have 1:50 to go here in the second quarter. Venegas has 2 backs back there with him. Here comes Guyton in motion. Venegas back to throw. Now he's running right. Got a lot of room. 50, 45, 40. Down the sideline, and he gets clobbered and at the 36-yard line, but it's going to be a first down. And, boy, that guy came up and took.
That was Brooks.
Laid a shot on him.
Now, here's what the referee's doing. The back judge is telling Brooks either one or two things. Either A, don't taunt, or B, that was close for targeting.
Yeah,
that's what he's doing right there. So here's my thought. Do something or don't do anything.
Yeah.
That is where you go in there and you can take the play out of the game. But heads-up play there by Venegas. He's up at it. He's taken 50 of those hits this year.
All right, first down to the 36 of Shiner. 18 yards to end around. Now flea flicker to Venegas. Way back at the 45. Now he's going to run with it. And he gets it to the line of scrimmage, and then he gets ripped out of bounds there. And they're getting really, it's gotten really physical all of a sudden.
I think the officials are just allowing almost a little too much. Again, that goes on both sides. But right there, again, too close to the sideline, separate them by a little bit. Venegas does get out of bounds. A trick play, almost like a double reverse.
That was also very close to a face mask, because that came up high on him and probably grabbed him around the jersey and threw him out of bounds. So he got a yard. It's 2nd and 9.
Something.
1:10 to go. Clock stop here in the second quarter. Venegas to throw again. Now the screen pass. This may have an opportunity here. A good play by Shiner.
No, he's not down. Oh,
the ball
he's not
caught
down.
by Reese Ramirez, and he's saying that he got he landed on top of the defensive man that made the tackle and never hit his knee down.
Oh,
that was Kyle Bustine, and they blew it dead. And boy, the Flatonia coaches all saw it. And they marked him down at the 29, and Ramirez acted like that he never hit the ground either.
That is man. If you're the referee there, you got to go and apologize to the coach, because, again, referee can't overturn that.
Yeah, Flatonia took a timeout there because the last thing he wanted to do was let the clock keep running.
So, again, they made the tackle on Ramirez. Ramirez was rolled up, but his knee never hit. He got tackled or rolled onto his tackler and popped up and kept running. Again, that was unless the referee saw that kneecap brush the ground.
Sometimes you just assume everything before it actually happens, and of course, there's no replay. You can't look at it. So.
Now, do they replay it at the state game?
I think they do have.
I was going to say, I thought
they have it because they have the capability there, because it's an NFL stadium. That's the one time that they use. They can review plays is at the state championship game. Yeah. He got 8 yards on the play. Let's not forget about that. So it's at the 28 of Shiner. And it's going to be 3rd down and about 2. The wind's kicking, really howling here now. 56 seconds to go. Boy, you get one in, get a touchdown here before the end of the half, and you get the opening kickoff to start the third quarter. All right, play action. Venegas into the flat for Keyshawn Green. He has a catch, and it's going to be a first down. They should give him forward progress. He was well past the sticks. Boy, they marked him down. Cool, they got a terrible spot there. Boy, the Flatonia coaches ain't going to like that. They marked him down where he got pushed back to.
Just go for it. I think you just go for it right
boy,
now.
that is not good. That was a bad. He caught that pass inside the 25-yard line, and they shoved him back to the 27, and that's where they marked it. And Coach Freitag just realized what's going on there, and he's not happy with that either. And Flatonia has to burn the timeout. He caught that pass on the 23-yard line and got pushed back.
Yeah, he was a yard past the line.
And the guy had him wrapped up in forward progress, and they got robbed out of 4 yards there. Easily.
Freitag's yelling at the wrong guy.
And on top of that, that cost him a first down.
That's 2 timeouts in back-to-back plays that Coach Freitag had to burn. Again, referees there, that was a bad spot. That was one of those. That was a pretty bad spot. Because it's not like they even said you're about a foot off. That's a yard. Well, they're basically saying he didn't get a yard.
He threw the ball 5 yards down the field, and they basically made one. And he caught the pass inside the 25 and got shoved back and never broke away from the tackler, and they never got forward progress. And he's talking to every official. That cost him a first down. That's a big play there. Now it's fourth, and if they get stopped here, that was not good. There again, no review. All right, fourth down. They got to make this. They got to make this first down. There's 25 seconds to go in the half. Venegas back to throw. Screen pass caught by Cliff. First down and more. Inside the 20, down to the 15-yard line. 12 yards on the play. Bulldogs are out of timeout. Venegas will spike it. And that'll stop the clock with 15 seconds to go.
All right, so you got 15 seconds left. They got pretty much, I think if I looked at it right, they don't have any more timeout.
No,
then they are out.
And the field goal is out of the question into this wind.
So they're going to have to hurry it up, too. They only got about 15 seconds left.
2 back-to-back plays where the play that they thought wasn't dead yet, and then the forward progress. All right, Guyton is out to the right. He's got Brooks on him. Keegan Green to the near side with Keyshawn in the slot. Venegas back to throw. Under pressure, throws it for the end zone. He's got Green, but it's too far. He had him open, but the ball just carried on him too much, and he was under pressure by Jake Davidson. But it does stop the clock.
That was a good play. And Green was able to get to the corner of the end zone. That only took about 6 seconds off the clock.
You got 9 seconds to work with, and you're sitting at the 17-yard line. And you can't run it because you can't stop it. I will say one thing. The middle of the field is open.
Wide open.
Venegas back to throw. Across the middle, and the ball is intercepted in the end zone, and he threw it behind Keyshawn Green, who never even looked, and the ball sailed behind him, and they pick it off. And it was intercepted by Schutte, and the Flatonia Bulldogs threat comes to a halt on the interception with 4 seconds to go on the third turnover of the game. And there was an issue there, but and Green the ball was behind him, never even knew the ball was thrown. He was throwing to the open spot, and it'll be a touchback, and it comes out to the 20-yard line for Shiner, where you would think they'd take a knee here with 4 seconds. So 3 turnovers by Flatonia here in the first half. And the Comanches take a knee, and that's going to do it. Here for the first half. From Hallettsville, we played one half in this regional semifinal game. A couple of touchdowns in the latter part of this second quarter, and the Shiner Comanches go to the dressing room with a 21-7 lead over the Flatonia Bulldogs. We'll take a quick 2-minute break, and we'll come back and recap the first half and then give it back to Mike for some news.
You won't find many things people are more passionate about than their local school and mascot. You see it on cars, trucks, caps, shirts, backpacks, everywhere. Fayette Savings Bank is proud of all our area schools and wanted to bolster that pride by coming up with debit cards with school mascot logos on them. Participating schools are LaGrange, Sacred Heart, Flatonia, Schulenburg, and Weimer. We will set aside a percentage of each transaction made and make a donation to the school on that card. What a fun way to show off your school spirit and pride. Using the card as a credit transaction offers more effective security and less hassle than using it as a debit with a PIN number. So come in today and get your school spirit card and start showing your pride. Fayette Savings Bank, member FDIC and equal housing lender. LaGrange, Flatonia, Schulenburg, and Weimer.
Joel's Barbecue in Flatonia is open 7 days a week, and they serve delicious barbecue. They smoke their barbecue in wood pits until it gets that sweet, dark, delicious look and flavor. Come by and try Joel's Barbecue. They're located at I-10 West and FM 609 in Flatonia. Family owned and operated. Joel's Barbecue in Flatonia supports the Flatonia Lady Dogs and Bulldogs. They are proud to be a sponsor of this broadcast. Tex Propane in Schulenburg is a leader in propane sales and service. Propane tanks can be above or underground, and they're available in a variety of sizes for sale, rental, or service. Tex Propane will fill your propane bottles, and they also offer residential and commercial plumbing. Call them today at 743-3351. Tex Propane also has locations in Moulton and Bastrop. Tex Propane is proud to be a part of this broadcast.
Hey, Dad,
And this is
We need to talk
KBUK
about
LaGrange.
Well, son, this land
Thank
is
you
a
very
lot of
much.
work.
Breezy evening here in Hallettsville. Weather forecast, and there's still a possibility of rain. 21-7 is our score here at halftime. The Comanches got on the board in the first quarter, a 93-yard drive in 8 plays. Dalton Brooks was amazing. He had 100 yards in the first quarter by himself. He's got all 3 touchdowns tonight for them, a 52-yarder with 3:33 to go in the first quarter. Kick made it 7-0. But in the second quarter, Flatonia gets on the board, a 64-yard drive in 10 plays. Jaden Guyton on a little inside reverse scored from 3 yards out. And the extra point by Uriel Manzano tied it up at 7 with 7:30 left in the second quarter. But then the Bulldogs turned the ball over on their next possession after Shiner had scored a 57-yard drive, 6 plays. Again, it was Dalton Brooks from 29 yards out with 4:09 to go in the half. Made it 13-7. The extra point was no good. But 2 plays later, when Flatonia got possession, an interception gave the Comanches the ball at the 43-yard line, and it took 2 plays for Brooks to score a 38-yard run to wrap up that drive. They went for 2 to get it to 21-7. Flatonia gets the ball back after the kickoff, and they get it down. They move the ball down the field. They get it inside the 16-yard line, but a pass interception with 4 seconds left into the end zone ended that threat. And the Comanches go to the dressing room leading here 21-7 in this regional semifinal matchup in Hallettsville. All right, we're going to take a break for a few moments. We'll throw it back to Mr. Annis. We've got some news in our halftime feature, and we'll be back here with the third quarter in about 14 to 15 minutes from now.
We need to talk about my inheritance.
Well, son, this land is a lot of work, and it's about time for you to inherit the responsibilities of the ranch.
What do you mean?
Well, like fixing fences, shredding pasture.
Dad!
If it's time to buy or sell the family ranch, give South Central Real Estate a call. We have a team of great, well-versed agents to help you through the process. South Central Real Estate, Joe and Tanya Schindler, 979-743-1737, or on the web, sctxsales.com.
All righty, welcome back to Hallettsville. The weather is kind of taking a bit of a turn on us. We still got the breeze blowing, but we got some sprinkles, and we do have some rain. Look like it's coming up from the southwest of us, so hopefully that's going to hold off. But it's chilly, folks, and we're going to make the best we can. The Bulldogs coming back onto the field. Got some work to do here, down 21-7, as the Comanches put 2 scores on the board on the back end of the second quarter. Dalton Brooks has had a heck of a first half. I got him for 16 carries and 218 yards. And he scored all 3 touchdowns for Shiner in the first half. Now, with this weather situation getting like what might, if it goes to raining on us here, we may not be doing too much statistic keeping. But there is some rain coming up from it looks like it's working its way through Yoakum. Hopefully, maybe it could go, maybe we could dodge some of that. That would be nice. Is that a lightning flash what I just saw there? That's the last thing we need is that. I have a suspicious feeling here. We're fixing to have a delay here, folks. Well, I got a little notice on my phone that we've had a lightning strike within 10 miles of us here. And if that's the case, I could see this game getting stopped here momentarily. And if that's the case, we may pack this equipment up and get it in the press box behind us just to get it out of the weather. Both teams are coming back out on the field. But it looks like there is some rain activity to the southwest of us here. Flatonia's got their kicking receiving unit out there on the field. Three of the officials are kind of looking back to the southwest of us too, the ones that are standing in the end zone. Flatonia will get the ball here. And we're going to proceed on, at least momentarily anyway. 21-7. Get ready for the third quarter. And it's been breezy the entire night, but the rain that's coming up would be the problem here shortly. Peterson's got it teed up. And we are underway here. End over end, high and deep, and it'll sail into the end zone on the fly once again. And Flatonia will take over at their 20-yard line. Or the 25-yard line, rather, on the touchback on the kickoff. And we got a half in without the threat of rain, but we may not be so lucky here in the third quarter. The Bulldogs have it at their 25, 1st and 10. They go shotgun as always. 3 receivers stacked on the right. Benet gets back to throw to the near side to Guyton. He has it up at the 30, and then they push him all the way back to the 25, back to the 20, and the line judge on this time gave him the 5 yards.
Yeah, he caught the ball at the 20, and they tackled him at the 30. Caught the ball at the 30, and they threw him down at the 20. So.
All right, a gain of 5. It'll be 2nd down and 5.
You know, that's the first time I think we've thrown the guy one-on-one on Brooks tonight.
Yes.
So.
He's got Winsky on him now. Take that. Guyton's on the far side. Yeah, wherever number 8 goes, number 2 follows. 2nd down and 5 for Flatonia here. We just started the third quarter. 2 backs back there with Venegas back to throw again. They want to set up the screen at Cliff. He's got it at the 30, spins forward to about the 33, and then he got popped coming up. And China does gang tackle people.
Yeah.
and that'll be about a yard shy of the first down on the screen to Dayton Cliff. It'll be third down and a yard at the 34. Bulldogs going into the wind here, down by 14. 4 receivers, Green in motion to the right side. They give it to Cliff. The ball is loose, and it looks like Venegas got on top of it. They had somebody break through almost untouched, and he almost blew the hand. In fact, he did blow the hand off. But Venegas got on it, and what looked like a promising possibility of a first down turns into a loss of 2, and the Bulldogs have fourth down now at the 32-yard line. They need 3, and they'll send out the kicking unit into the wind.
Yeah, it looked like they were trying to set up for a play action or some type of misdirection there, and again, snap just went through their hands.
All right, Brooks is standing back at the 40. They could get some really good field position here. Flatonia kicking into this breeze. Venegas will kick it. It'll hit at the 40-yard line. Take a bit of a Flatonia roll in. Oh, God, there was a lightning flash again, wasn't it? I wasn't imagining that, was I? And that ball was down at the 33-yard line, and I'm not quite sure what the heck they're waiting on.
I'm hoping that was just a
flash bulb. Oh, man.
Yeah.
Oh. I don't know. And the thing is, nobody's coming out to say anything. So it's first down for Shiner at their 34. And I think that I have a feeling that may be it. Yep, they're sending everybody to the dressing room, folks. We are in a weather delay, which we knew that was going to happen. I think that was a lightning flash. So, Mike, it is 21-7 with 9:37 to go here in the third quarter. And this is a weather delay for Lightning, which now will have to last at minimum of 30 minutes. And every time there's another flash, we add on to it. So everybody's getting sent to the dressing room, and they're going to probably clear the bleachers here too. So what we're going to do is I'm going to get this equipment put in this press box behind us, at least momentarily, if the Flatonia coaches don't mind us doing that, just in case it does rain. So we're in a weather delay, folks. It is 21-7 in favor of Shiner with 9:37 to go in the third quarter. And, Mike, I'll call you back here. We know for sure that we can't do anything before 9 o'clock. So I would check back with you folks about 9 o'clock here, and we'll kind of let you know what's happening here in Hallettsville. Again, 21-7, the Bulldogs trail the Comanches here, where we are in a weather delay now for a minimum of 30 minutes. So we'll take a break, and we'll talk to you folks here. Again, we'll check back with you right after 9 o'clock to kind of give you an update on what's happening here with the weather in Hallettsville. Is in the deep man of the eye, and they'll toss it to him coming right, and he breaks into the clear and gets it out near the 30, 40, 41-yard line for a gain of about 7 yards. Hanging on to the football will be an interesting thing here, and the umpire, which is the official behind the defensive line, is trying to dry the ball off. That's going to be a futile thing tonight for the rest of this ball game. And the Comanches had scored 2 touchdowns in the latter part of the second quarter to go up by 2 scores. All right, second down and 3. They'll give it to Brooks going left, cuts it up, looks for some running room, and he runs into Dayton Cliff, and down it goes, and no gain on the play there, and it'll be third down. All right, David, so what's the trickiest part now, hanging onto the ball?
Yeah, you're going to have to get a lot of people to hit that ball out. So tackling, gang tackling, but about 4 people need to be going for the ball every time.
All right, it's third down and 2 for Shiner. Double tight end with the flanker to the right, I formation. They'll give it to Brooks going left. Cuts it outside, got a first down, and he gets knocked out of bounds near midfield. And that'll be a pickup of about 7 yards and a first down for Shiner. It'll be just inside Bulldog territory, 1st and 10. We had a big crowd a while ago, but a lot of those folks who may be sitting in the car thinking, what the heck are they doing out there playing in this? We almost made it through a full season without having a weather delay this year until tonight. All right, first down for Shiner at the Flatonia 49. Split backs. Ryan Peterson, the quarterback. Flatonia jumps into a six-man line, and Peterson keeps it himself on the quarterback sneak up the middle, and he'll get they're going to mark him down near the 45 of Flatonia. They'll give him the 44-yard line. He got 5 yards on that play again. He tried that in the first half, and it worked pretty well. And it's been chilly tonight with that north wind blowing, and then the rain started right at the first of the third quarter. It's been raining ever since. All right, first down. Toss to Brooks. Looking left. Gets it to the outside, and he gets tripped up very close to the first down. Keyshawn Green came up to knock him down, and they're going to mark him down near the 41 of Flatonia. So it'll be third down and short for the Comanches. Clock running at 7:20 to go here in the third quarter. And also, David, if you're Shiner, you got no reason to throw the ball now because the scoreboard's in your favor.
Run the ball pretty much every play, that or a quarterback sneak.
All right, third down and 2. Here comes Winsky in motion back to the right side. Schulte in motion, rather. They'll give it to Brooks up the middle. Big hole. First down, breaks the tackle to 35. Still on his feet and almost broke away from Ramirez, but they get him down at the 32-yard line, and that'll be more than enough for a Shiner first down. He picked up about 11 on the play, and it's first and 10 for the Comanches. Some of these folks got kind of clever with the parking. All right, first down for the Comanches at the 32-yard line. Brooks gets it again going left. And he's going to get hit, but he still stays on his feet. He'll get maybe 3-4 yards down to the 29. Good hard runner. As they unstack the pile, Brooks gets up, and Dayton Cliff, the last one off the pile. Looks like Dayton might have got shaken up a little bit. So second down, and that's almost 7 for Shiner. And they're keeping that clock running. We're down to 5:45 to go in the third quarter. They've had it for about 4 minutes here already. If we took up where we left off. All right, Brooks gets the toss coming right. Good hit of steam, runs into Keyshawn Green, and he's carrying Keyshawn about 12 or 15 yards. Help finally comes. They're trying to pull the ball out of his hands, and that was not Brooks, excuse me. That was a new running back. That was Trace Bishop on that carry, who dragged Keyshawn, didn't really drag him, just kind of carried him along for about 8 or 10 yards, all the way down to the 7-yard line. Is first and goal for Shiner. It's bad enough being down by 21-7. If Flatonia goes down by 3 touchdowns here, it's going to be, you would think, almost impossible under the conditions to make a comeback. All right, Brooks is back in the game in the eye. They'll toss it to him going left. Cuts it up behind his blockers. Touchdown, Shiner. And the Comanches just go march down the field on nothing but running plays behind Dalton Brooks for the most part, and they go up 27-7 with 4:43 to go in the third quarter. And the extra points coming up here. The rain has let up a little bit. That's a good thing. It was raining harder when we started a while ago than it rained all evening. Out there, go for 2 again. Peterson under center gives it to Brooks, and he will just very calmly work his way into the end zone for 2 points. He is a really good running back. All right, the Comanches starting to pull away now. 5:43 left, 4:43 left in the third. Shiner 29, Flatonia 7. We'll be back with the kickoff in 60 seconds.
Happy holidays and season's greetings from all of us at Oviedo Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram Fiat. We may still be a few weeks away, but 2022 Black Friday sales event begins now, because one day of new vehicle deals is never enough. So welcome to our Oviedo showroom and get Black Friday savings every day in November. Find deals on new Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram vehicles and get financing as low as 0% on selected models and no payments until 2023. Buying made simple in LaGrange, located at 1980 West State Highway 71 Bypass, we will exceed your expectations. And if you can't find your next new vehicle here or online, www.oviedododge.com, we will happily special order your new Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Fiat today. At Oviedo, we are better. We prove it every day.
Well, welcome back to Brahmas Memorial Stadium here in Hallisfield in the middle of a rainstorm, but we're playing again, and the Comanches, after the delay came to an end, just went down the field and scored to go up 29-7. It's still raining, but we haven't seen any lightning. A lot of the student body from Shiner is back in the bleachers, and some of their fans from both sides are making their way back into the seats, from most of them sitting out in their cars during the lightning and rain delay. Here's Peterson's kickoff. It's a squibber taken at the 6-yard line by Keyshawn Green. Brings it up to the 20, 25. Trying to get to the outside, and he gets wrapped up by a broken tackle, but he gets it out near the 35-yard line. A good run by Keyshawn Green. It's Peterson and Schutte came over there to tackle him, and Flatonia will have the ball now for the first time after the weather delay. That drive for Shiner took up almost 5 minutes. And Dalton Brooks has all 4 touchdowns tonight for the Comanches. All right, the Bulldogs come out with a 4-receiver set. Vanel Venegas, the running at the quarterback. That's one back to his left. Play action. Venegas throws it near side, and he threw it toward the boundary up near the 30-yard line for Green, and Green was looking more inside, and the ball went behind him out of bounds, incomplete. All right, David. Now, you're down by 3 touchdowns here in a rainstorm. It's really hard for Flatonia to do anything here.
Yeah, they're going to try to pass the ball. It's going to be within 5 yards. They're not going to try to go deep downfield. But, again, Coach is spreading them out right now, so I think they're going to try to rely on the pass this drive.
Rain coming down again here. End around. Gaitan has it going to the right side. Venegas leading the way, blocks one man. And Gaitan got tripped up as he got close to the 40-yard line. Looked like he had a little room out there. Peterson came up, and Brooks over there from the defensive back got in on the tackle, only a gain of maybe 3 yards. And the Bulldogs are going to have 3rd down and 7 at their 38, where they're trying to get a dry football into the game as much as they can, if they can even keep any of the game balls dry. They went to roster. I have a new good thing for plastic job ticket holders. They handle the rosters really well when it's wet. All right, 3rd down 3 for Flatonia. Venegas back to throw. Throws it for the far sideline and try to get it over to Guyton near midfield, but the ball overthrown. It well covered over there again. Every place that Jaden Guyton goes, Dalton Brooks goes with him, and it's 3 and out for Flatonia. Now comes the punting unit. That'll stop the clock with 3:30 to go in the 3rd quarter. Shiner's going to get it back, leading 29-7. And there's no reason for Shiner the rest of this game to throw the football. All right, Venegas will be in deep punt, standing back near at his 25. Nobody back deep for Shiner. It's 4th and 7. No, they fake it. They faked it to Kobe Burton, the lineman, and he's got a 1st down into Shiner territory. He was a blocking back. Kobe Burton, a big lineman who comes in on the goal line to basically take the snap, took the snap on the punt, and it goes around the corner, and they got a 1st down. at the 49-yard line. Well, that's going to go to the trick book. That's a good time to do it.
Yeah, you got no other chance to do it right now. Coach is really going to open up all the playbooks because he's got to spread this field out as wide as he can.
And Shiner didn't have anybody back. I know they were looking for a fake, but that was a heck of a call by Flatonia, and they get the first down at the 49, picked up about 18 yards on the play. Venegas on the quarterback keeper would gain a couple of yards, then he gets shoved back as he ran into 3 or 4 of the Comanches, including that big lineman, Jacob Werner, defensive lineman, and no gain on the play. It'll be second down 10 for the Bulldogs, again at the Comanche 49. As we're under 3 minutes left here in the third quarter. And again, the Comanches lead 29-7 after we had a rain delay. They went on for well over an hour, or a lightning delay, really, is the reason why we stopped. All right, 4 receiver set. Venegas will give it to Cliff. The ball came out, and Venegas jumps on it right away back in Flatonia territory at the 48-yard line. I don't know if he didn't quite get the handoff, it looked like, and about the time he handed it off, Dayton Cliff, the running back, got hit, and the ball came out. Quarterback Fidel Venegas was the closest one through, and then jumped right on it. It's a loss of 3, and it'll be third down and 13. All right, Dayton Cliff now lined up as a receiver, a 5-receiver set, empty backfield on third down and 13. Venegas, Guyton goes in motion. They fake it to him, and Venegas wants to keep it, and he's hit in the backfield, breaks the tackle, and got it back into Shiner territory to the original line of scrimmage. He got looked like he should have been knocked down for a loss, but he managed to gain about 4 or 5 yards on the play. But it's going to be 4th and long for Flatonia once again. With a minute and a half to go in the third clock running. And Flatonia at this point, down by 3 touchdowns. You may as well go for it. No tomorrow. This is a winner go home situation here in the second half, and it's 4th and 10. And Flatonia really has no option here but to go for it. 4 receivers, 3-man down front for Shiner. Venegas to throw, fires that bubble screen to the right side to Guyton, but the ball was thrown low and he couldn't handle it, and Shiner stops him on 4th down this time, and they take over at their 49-yard line. And this could get out of hand if Flatonia's not careful. This could get rough on them here.
Yeah, right there again, just Flatonia trying to throw the ball and make up for lost time, and again, ball was too low for Guyton to catch, and ball goes over on downs.
And that's David Topel, who's braving the elements out here, too. Got that nice A&M sideline jacket on here. All right, 1st and 10 for the Comanches at their 49. I formation. Double tight end. They toss it to Brooks going left. Cuts it up, and, he breaks to the sideline. Here he goes again to the 30. Guyton has the angle on him and forces him out of bounds near the 26-yard line. And if he hasn't got 300 yards yet, he's getting close to it. He has been virtually unstoppable tonight. He had 216 at the half unofficially, and he's pretty much carried the ball almost every play here in the third quarter. And they have a first down at the 27. It's virtually impossible to keep a stat sheet outside in this kind of weather. And we are standing at the platform next to the press box out of the rain as much as possible. All right, 1st and 10 for the Comanches at the Bulldog 27. Again, Ryan Peterson, the quarterback, will keep it himself on that little quarterback running play, and he gets it inside the 25 for a gain of about 3 yards. And we have 35 seconds left, and the Comanches don't have to snap it if they don't want to here, but they can run this third quarter out if they choose to do it. And it kind of looks that way, like they're not in any hurry to run a play here, and they don't blame them. They're up 29-7. They're going to let the clock run out for the third quarter, and we're going to do it with them. 3 quarters are in the books here. It's the Comanches on their way to the regional finals, it looks like. They have a 29-7 lead over Flatonia. We'll be back to Hallettsville in 60 seconds.
J. Barbie Foods, leading with quality for over 55 years, has production plants in Welder and Weimar. They offer quality sausage and specialty meat products for retail and food service operations. To learn more, visit their website, jbfoods.com. J. Barbie Foods, family-owned and operated by the Janechka family. J. Barbie Foods is proud to be a sponsor of this broadcast and sends best of luck wishes to the Flatonia football team, and send a shout-out to Bulldog, jersey number 23, Kale Janechka. Meet Your Grain Company Incorporated is always proud to support the youth in our area, and they proudly support the Flatonia Bulldogs football team. Good luck in the season. Meet Your Grain Company is also proud to be a sponsor of this broadcast. That's Meet Your Grain Company, a family-owned and operated business in Flatonia. Call 361-865-3339. And go Bulldogs!
Welcome back, folks. We're going to the fourth quarter here in wet and windy Hallettsville. As we get ready to start quarter number 4, the Comanches have the ball at the Flatonia 24-yard line, second down and about 7, as they picked up another touchdown in the third quarter after the weather delay. Dalton Brooks has all 4 touchdowns for Shiner tonight. And we're operating now on very limited equipment here, basically just by phone, just because of the conditions. All right, second down. They toss it to Brooks coming left at the near sideline. Gets in behind his blockers, and Flatonia strung that out pretty well, and they force him out of bounds after a short gain. Dayton Cliff. Along with Tate Sullivan, stopped him for maybe 3 yards. The line of scrimmage will now be near the Flatonia 22-yard line. It'll be third down and about 5. It's gotten cool. Flatonia with the flanker set out to the right side. Again, under center is Peterson. Brooks has it going right. Runs into a stack of trouble there, and Kobe Burton just leveled him after there was a stack of about 2 Shiner players and a Flatonia player, and he tried to maybe go over the top of that pile, and then Burton just hit him right at the top of the stack and knocks him back for a loss back to the 28-yard line, or 23-yard line, rather, and it's going to be fourth down and about 5.5 to 6, and again, still raining here, but not as heavy as it was a while ago. It's still coming down pretty good, though. Couldn't make a whole football season without one weather delay, and it happened tonight. We're in the fourth quarter. The winner's going to get Refugio. They were up 53-6 on Ganado, the last score we saw. All right, Brooks gets it again off the right tackle, breaks into the secondary, and they run him down inside the 15-yard line as Jaden Guyton brought him down, but it's going to be another Shiner first down, and he's got to be over 300 yards rushing. The diehard fans are back in the stands. The rainbow of umbrella colors. The cheerleaders are having a good time. So 1st and 10 now for the Comanches at the Bulldogs 13-yard line. They're in the fourth quarter. Clock is running, coming up on 10:15 left. Here comes Schutte in motion. Now it goes back to the right. Again, Brooks gets it up the middle, gets it inside the 10-yard line, and they drag him down shy of the 5. It'll be a pickup of about 6. Ramirez on the tackle for Flatonia, and it's going to be second down and about 5. And again, the umpire doing his best to try to keep the ball dry, is not putting it on the field until the offensive line comes up to the line of scrimmage. They're going to mark it at the 7. So it's a second down and a short 5. Comanches trying to add on another score here. Winsky in motion. Brooks gets it again, and he's hitting the backfield, breaks the tackle, gets it inside the 5-yard line. Kobe Burton broke through the run pretty much cleanly, but he tried to lunge after him, and he kind of lost his footing, got a hand on him, and couldn't get him down, and Brooks got it down to the 4-yard line. It'll be 3rd down and 2. Actually, this is, for the type of offense that China runs, this is perfect weather for them tonight. I mean, the weather doesn't bother them much because they just don't throw it a whole lot.
Brooks has pretty much been getting the ball, him or Peterson, this entire third quarter.
All right, 3rd down and 2. I formation. Brooks tosses, coming left, gets it inside the 5, and he's in for the touchdown for the 5th time tonight. It is all Dalton Brooks tonight for Shiner. And it's now 35-7 with 8.5 minutes to go here in the 4th quarter. And it's gotten away from Flatonia, and Shiner with that running game was just running the ball up and down the field on them. Now, there's really not much Flatonia can do about it to stop it, because you're going up against a running back that's one of the best backs in the state, and the weather's not bothering him one bit.
Yeah, right now it's just really difficult for Flatonia to get into a rhythm on defense. They're in the right spot, but Brooks is really just taking over here in the 3rd quarter at will.
All right, not going to kick the extra point again with the rain. They're going for 2. Peterson will throw it to one of the tight ends, and that's going to be good for 2. That was a heck of a catch. Is that a lineman? No, it was a lineman lined up, I guess, as a tight end. So the 2-point conversion was caught by, let's see here, Casey Borrell, and he had Titan Targosh was covering him, but big lineman getting guarded by a little defensive back across the middle, and the 2-point try is good, and it's 37-7 Shiner with 8.5 left. We'll take a 60-second break and come back with the next possession for Flatonia.
Mr. Mike Schultz of Flatonia is proud to support the Flatonia athletic teams, wishing the Flatonia Bulldogs football team the best of luck in the football playoffs. And a big shout out to the parents, coaches, and all involved in helping this team be the best they can be. That is teamwork. All have a task, multiplies their success. Mike Schultz, proud to be a sponsor of this broadcast, and go Bulldogs!
Balcones Minerals has been keeping surfaces dry, clean, and safe since 1961 with high-quality, environmentally safe, absorbent clay products and minerals. They also offer competitive pricing and convenient packaging on orders. They're located at 323 Balcones Lane in Flatonia. Call 361-865-3544 with any questions. Balcones Minerals is a proud sponsor of this broadcast.
All right, here's the kick by Ryan Peterson. It sails into the end zone. The breeze has died down a little bit, but he still kicked that one into the wind as the rain kind of let up a little bit. And Shiner's dominating this football game now, leading 37-7 with 8.5 minutes to go here in the 4th quarter. And they're on their way to a rematch against their old nemesis, the Refugio Bobcats. Refugio beat them in a district game here about 5 weeks ago, 8 or 11 or 9 or 10 points, and Shiner's going to get another crack at him, it looks like. All right, 1st down for Flatonia at the 25. They'll hand it off to Dayton Cliff, just trying to find some running room, and there's just not much there as Shiner stacks him up as he crossed the 25 for a gain of a yard. It'll be 2nd down and 9. Again, David, at some point, Flatonia may be content just to run the ball also, because at this point, this game has kind of gotten out of hand for them.
Yeah, right now they're just really sticking to a vanilla playbook. They're going to be running a lot of the balls, and again, I think they've already realized the season's coming to an end.
All right, 2nd down and 9. And the rain is just about stopped. Too little, too late. Low snap, Venegas picks it up. He wants to throw it. Now he's running for his life out to the left. He's going to keep it and he's going to get it out of bounds right past the 1st down stick at the 36-yard line. So a good play there by a broken play by Fennell Venegas. And that should be good for a 1st down. Oh, gosh, the rain has stopped here momentarily. Well, we'll keep the umbrella handy because the way it's been going, it may start again. In case you just joined us, we're in Hallettsville. We had about an hour plus, or well over an hour weather delay. Comanches were leading at that point 21-7, and now it is 37-7. All right, Venegas will fake it. Now he wants to throw it, and he throws it into the Shiner bench, and now that might have been a busted play. Just threw it away, and it's going to be third down. Chilly evening here tonight, and the dampness hadn't helped. Now, the wind is not quite blowing as hard as it was a while ago, but now it's just cold and wet. All right, 2nd and 10 for Flatonia at their 35. End around and give it to Keyshawn Green coming to the right. Now it goes back to the left. Now he's got some running room, and he'll have a first down as he gets shoved out of bounds up near the 46 or 47 of Flatonia. There's another guy that's got some really quick feet, too, in Keyshawn Green.
Yeah, he's able to go back, and again, trying to do some misdirection there for Flatonia right now. We said it a couple times. If this was in district play, that probably would have gone for a lot more. But he got the first down.
Yeah, people forget about Flatonia's defense. They're all talking about their offense, or rather Shiner's defense, that their offense gets all the talk. But this team has some quickness and speed to it. All right, 1st and 10, Flatonia at their 48. Keyshawn Green comes to the sideline after that run on that end-around play. Venegas has two backs back there with him. He'll drop back to throw. He's under some pressure. Now he throws it across the middle, and the ball is a little bit behind the intended receiver. And Titan Targach couldn't haul it in down at the 40-yard line. But again, that would have been a really tough catch there.
Yeah, both of them were kind of running at the same time, and Targach was well defended. He had a hand on the ball, but he got hit as soon as he was able to touch it. Good defensive play, but incomplete pass up to 7-15.
All right, 2nd and 10 now. Bulldogs still have it at the 48. They're into the field. It's 37-7. As the Comanches was trying to put the wraps on this one and move on to the next round. Venegas back to throw. Little screen pass, and it's going to be try to get it to Reese Ramirez, the tight end, but it was such a good rush by Shiner that time. Venegas had to rush that screen pass, and that one had no chance. The parking lot looks a little cleaner than it was a while ago. A lot of folks, once that weather delay hit, opted out to head for the house. It's kind of amazing we started playing when we did a while ago. The lightning quit. It was raining harder at that point than it had all evening when they came back out of the dressing room. All right, 3rd down and 10 for Flatonia. Venegas back to throw. Deep ball down the side. You got a man running wide open, and it's in and out of the hands of Keegan Green, and he was open, and the ball was right on the money. He just didn't catch it down at the 20-yard line.
Yeah, he lost that one in the lights right there. Again, it's hard. If you look up in the air right now, again, because of the night and the fog and the rain, it's hard to catch that one. He was wide open, hit him right in the hands, but, again, hard to make a catch 40 yards down the field like that.
And I guess, too, with that weather, you get the glare is so much different now. And you're looking up, and there's some light rain falling down in it. All right, 4th down for Flatonia. Obviously, they're going to go for it here.
KBUK LaGrange.
Just under 7 minutes left in the ball game. 4th down, 3 receivers. Venegas back to throw under night, tucking and running to the near side. He's got a long way to go, and he just runs out of bounds as he crossed the sideline. There was just no place for him, and everybody downfield was well covered. He was run out of bounds by Beck Bishop, and the Bulldogs turned it over on downs. And Venegas, to his credit there, opted to put the got nowhere to go with just get out of bounds instead of taking a hit, because there was about 3 guys that were lined up. We were going to get a shot at him.
Yeah, everybody he wanted to throw the ball to was on the opposite side of the field. He had no one to go to but the sideline.
Well, the Comanches get the ball back. It's 6:50 to go, and at some point, when do you start maybe getting some of your big guns out? I don't see Dalton Brooks is not out there now. They're lined up in a veer formation with Peterson under center. And he'll toss it and coming left on the sweep. And into the clear is going to be Beck Bishop, and he's racing down the sideline all the way inside the 20-yard line. Well, they blocked that one pretty well. He may not have gotten there as fast as Dalton did, but same results. They really run that sweep well. And do we have an official's timeout? We have a player shaking up here on the near sideline. Shiner really does block downfield on their sweeps. I mean, they send a lot of people out in front of those sweeps, and I think we got a Comanche that's down here on the near sideline. So let's got an official's timeout here. It is 37-7. The Comanches lead the Bulldogs with 6:35 to go in the game. We'll be back.
This is the time of year for sharing what we're all thankful for. My name is Carol Osina, Customer Relations Assistant, and at Colorado Valley Communications, our customers are at the top of the list. This holiday season, we want to express our appreciation for you. CVCTX wouldn't be where we are today without the support of our loyal customers. Thank you for your patronage this year, as we've truly enjoyed serving you in our rural communities. From everyone here at Colorado Valley Communications, we wish you and your family a wonderfully safe and happy holiday season.
Josecito's Mexican Grill in Flatonia is proud to be a part of tonight's broadcast and proud of the Flatonia Bulldogs football team, wishing the Bulldogs the best of luck in the football season. Josecito's Mexican Grill is located at 507 East Interstate 10 Frontage Road in Flatonia, open 7 days a week, serving breakfast, lunch, and dinner. They have the best authentic Mexican food in town, breakfast tacos, fajitas, enchiladas, and more. That's Josecito's Mexican Grill in Flatonia.
Hi, welcome back to Ramos Memorial Stadium here in Hallettsville. It's been a soggy second half, and it's been all Comanches. They have a 30-point lead at 37-7 over Flatonia, who's given it all they can, but too much Dalton Brooks tonight. He has scored all their touchdowns this evening. He's out of the game now. They got split backs. They have the ball at the 18-yard line. Peterson is under center. He'll hand it off to Trace Bishop, and he'll run that little counter play up inside the 15-yard line down to about the 12 for a gain of about 5. Keyshawn Green came up to make the top. Reese Ramirez did as well. But this is going to take nothing away from this year that Flatonia's had. I mean, they had one loss coming into this ball game, but again, they ran into the two-time defending state champion. And the game was first quarter and a half. They were right there with him, and then they got those 2 touchdowns in the back end. The second part of the second quarter went up by 2 scores, and they've dominated the game ever since. And the weather delay didn't help either. Here's Bishop again going off the right tackle. Gets it down inside the 10-yard line, short of the first down near the 9. It'll be 3rd down and short. And the Comanches have just run the ball the entire second half, especially after that weather delay. And it was amazing. We got the second half started, much less. I think we played about 2.5 minutes, and then the lightning stopped them. But the second half has rolled on. Now it's starting to rain again. Am I feeling? Yep, it is starting to rain again. Oh, thank you. Light rain coming. 3rd down and a couple for Shiner inside the Flatonia 10. Peterson fumbles the snap, and I don't know if he got back on it or not. There were some Bulldogs back there, and Flatonia thinks. Yep, Shiner got back on top of it. But the line of scrimmage will be back outside the 10-yard line. It'll be 4th down and about 4 now for the Comanches. And the clock running. China doesn't have to snap it. We could be under 4 minutes left before they snap this ball. The 40-second play clock is not running for whatever reason. Now it is. Yeah, that play clock kind of started running really late for some reason. Kind of makes you wonder if the clock operator is doing that on purpose a little bit. The game clock is down to 3:50 and counting, and they still have 15 seconds to snap it. All right, split backs. Double tight end. They toss it to Bishop going right, cuts it in, and he gets hit as he got close to the first down. That was a pretty good tackle. I think that was Keyshawn Green came up to make the stop, but they're going to give him forward progress, and they very close to the first down. He marked him. Yeah, it's going to be first and goal at the Bulldog, just inside their 8-yard line. And, boy, they would sure like to keep them out of the end zone here if they could. 3:20 to go. Clock is running. Line of scrimmage is the 7-yard line. Of course, you got a lot of new guys playing for Shiner now, too, that would like to score in the playoff game. Here's a toss coming left. Getting it inside the 5-yard line was Beck Bishop. The new quarterback for Shiner now is Kale Shows. So Peterson's out of the game. Most of the starters are out of the game now for Shiner. And they have the ball down at just about the Flatonia 3, trying to maybe tack on another score here before this game is over. Clock is running at 2:27 to go here. And this Comanches are going to run their record out to 11-2. Flatonia will finish up at 12-11 and 2 as well. Toss coming left and into the end zone for the touchdown. It's Beck Bishop, the senior, and that'll make it 43-7 with 2:06 to go. China just running their regular offense, their tosses and sweep plays, just moving it down the field steadily, and now they'll line up for the 2-point conversion once again. But a terrific year for Flatonia. District champion. And they're going to finish up as an area champ, losing in the regional semifinals tonight. Shows will pitch it out to Bishop, going around the right side, and he's in for the 2 to make it 45-7 with a little over 2 minutes to go in the ball game. And the Bulldogs will get the ball back here another time after the kickoff, which comes up in 60 seconds. We'll be right back.
The Flatonia National Bank, a branch of First National Bank of Shiner, is your hometown bank offering traditional banking that is here to stay. Being a community bank means supporting local schools, churches, and nonprofit organizations so that we can build a better community together. So join Flatonia National Bank in supporting our local youth at tonight's football playoff game. Wishing the Bulldogs the best of luck. Visit Flatonia National Bank in person or online at www.fnbshiner.com. Flatonia National Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Thinking of building a new home? Call Don Mikalenka Custom Builder Incorporated at 361-865-9217. No matter what size of home, they're ready to make your home building experience a pleasant one. Contact Don Mikalenka Custom Builder Incorporated at 361-865-9217. Let them help you make your dream home come true. Owners Don and Beverly are proud of the Flatonia Bulldogs football team, wishing them the best of luck.
Thank you, Mike. Welcome back. We're in the waning moments of this one here tonight in Hallettsville. 2:06 left. Cold and wet now. Here's the kick. Deep when it bounces at the 2-yard line and bounces through the end zone. And again, Ryan Peterson had a pretty good kicker. And it'll be at the 25-yard line where Flatonia will have it one more opportunity here in the fourth quarter. some point, like David said, reality sets in here eventually with the Flatonia Bulldogs. A lot of seniors on this team. First down and 10. Venegas back to throw. Fires one out here into the flat to Keyshawn Green. He gets it over past the line of scrimmage for a couple of yards, and they force him out of bounds after a gain of maybe 3. KO shows the backup quarterback now in at the secondary spot, pushes Green out of bounds. The clock stops with 2 minutes left here in the ball game. Shiner will be going to the regional finals. The state is also called the state quarterfinal round. All right, Venegas to throw, deep ball near side, looking for Guyton, but the ball is out of bounds and incomplete. Threw it into the boundary line. No chance for Guyton to could even make a play on. That'll stop the clock at 1:58. 152 rather. It'll be 3rd down and 8. We'll do a brief wrap up when this one is over. 3rd down 8 for Flatonia at their 27. Venegas looking to throw, rolling out to the left. Now he's going to run. He's got a lot of room, 40, 45, and he goes out of bounds at the 46-yard line into the Shiner bench, and that'll be good for a 1st down. He'll pick up about 18 or 19 yards on the play. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs at their 47-yard line. Now they'll see where they'll mark it at the 45, so it'll be 1st and 10 there. With 1:43 to go. Flatonia with a 4-receiver set, 2-3 to the right. Venegas quick drop and throws one out for Guyton out to a little bit too high. He got a handle on it near midfield as he goes incomplete, and that'll stop the clock with 1:38 left. All of a sudden, this jacket I got on is not helping the wind much anymore. Of course, being damp doesn't help. All right, 2nd down, 10. Four-receiver set, hand off to Dayton Cliff up the middle, finds some running room, gets into Shiner territory. He'll get about 7 on the play to the 48. I'm going to have to make the tackle for Shiner. Was Drake Cherney. Got to be the son of the former head coach over in Flatonia, Steve Cherney. Bulldogs have 3rd down and 3. Clock is running, coming up on 1:08 to go here in the ball game. And again, the Comanches are moving on to the next round with this win tonight. Venegas will take the snap back to throw. Deep ball, looking for Guyton, and the ball is off his fingertips at the 10-yard line. That was a good throw. Just couldn't haul it in, and it'll be 4th down now for Flatonia. All right, the Aggies play LSU tomorrow, the last game of the season. Mr. Toffel has got a bold prediction. He's been telling me that A&M is going to pull it off on a win tomorrow night. What do you think?
Aggies by 3 on that 2nd field goal to win it.
Aggies. Is this the game to keep Jimbo's job?
Well, it's our Super Bowl.
It's the Super Bowl. Yeah, that's right. A&M. There's no bowl game for the Aggies because they're not bowl eligible. Well, I guess they could knock LSU out of the SEC championship game, couldn't it? All right, 4th and 3. Flatonia obviously going to go for it. The snap goes through Venegas' hands, and he just falls on it back at the 40. And what a kind of a fitting way to end this one on a 4th down play. They don't even get to run the play, and the Comanches can come out and basically take a knee on one play, and that's going to wrap up the game with 37 seconds to go. And the Shiner will be in the regional finals next week against Refugio. Again, it seems to be a pretty regular occurrence. I will say one thing about Shiner. They're very efficient in how they do their stuff over there.
Yeah, they've been really good tonight. Ball management, getting the plays in. They haven't really made a bunch of mental mistakes tonight. Well-coached team, and again, very senior-led. So this is good. Next week will be a fun game between them for sure.
And it doesn't hurt to have a running back like Dalton Brooks on the roster either. He's a difference maker.
He's been their entire team tonight. And again, you take him out of the game, it's actually a pretty close ball game.
All right, Ryan Peterson will take a knee, and that will be the final play of the ball game. And the Comanches are going to win this game 45-7 in a game actually, under the circumstances, would have been a lot closer without this weather problem. But it was Dalton Brooks. 5 touchdowns tonight for the Comanches. And again, these two teams, schools are only 18 or 19 miles apart, so it's one of those deals where everybody knows everybody. And they played a lot of games against them, not only just in football. Great year for Flatonia. They finish up with a record of 11-2. The Comanches are now 11-2, and they move on to the regional finals next week. We'll take a break and come back, and we'll wrap this thing up from cold and wet and damp Hallettsville right after this.
Hullab Real Estate, serving Central Texas and beyond for over 20 years, is a full-service real estate brokerage with offices in New Braunfels, Hallettsville, and Flatonia, specializing in farm and ranch, residential and commercial. Their customer service and sales results will meet or exceed your expectations. Stop by their Flatonia office at 205 West South Main Street to see Bernadine Kiner, or call her at 361-772-5105. For information on their listing and their company, visit hullabrealestate.com.
Fayetteville Bank has been serving the community since 1917 with 3 convenient locations in Fayetteville, Schulenburg, and LaGrange. Fayetteville Bank strives to be a community bank you can trust to help you with all of your banking needs. Services include checking, savings, money market, CD, and IRA accounts, as well as many additional perks like online and mobile banking, ATM services, and bill pay. Fayetteville Bank also offers a variety of loans, including commercial, real estate, auto, and agriculture loans. Stop by and visit our friendly staff or go online to www.fayettevillebank.com to learn more. Fayetteville Bank, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
For over 50 years, S&S Grain Incorporated in Flatonia has been a family-owned and operated company. They transport grain, and they move a lot of it throughout Texas. S&S Grain Incorporated is a reliable trucking company, so if you need a load of grain to be transported or to be picked up, call them at 361-865-3585. S&S Grain Incorporated supports the Flatonia Bulldogs, and they are proud to be a part of this broadcast, with a special shout-out to Colt Freitag.
Good luck to the Flatonia Bulldogs football team in today's playoff game. From Justice of the Peace, Precinct 3, Charles Zapalak. The Bulldogs are an example of what happens when you combine great teamwork and a lot of hard work. Again, best of luck wishes to the Flatonia Bulldogs football team in today's playoff game. From Precinct 3, Justice of the Peace, Charles Zapalak.
All right, welcome back to Raymond's Memorial Stadium in Hallettsville. It's all over, all Comanches tonight, especially by midway from the second quarter on, as they roll to a 45-7 win tonight in a ball game that we sat through about an hour and a half weather delay, maybe not quite that long, but lightning stopped us. Then the rain really set in. But we got started when the rain was coming down pretty hard, but the lightning had gone away. And after we got started again, the Comanches really dominated. Just kept running the ball and giving it to Dalton Brooks, and he was virtually unstoppable tonight. Don't have the exact numbers for him, but I had him for 218 yards at halftime. He went well over 300 tonight with this ball game and scored 5 touchdowns. And the Comanches now pick up win number 12. They're in a position where they always are, right in the middle, right in the thick of it. Actually, then they're now 11-2 because we're halfway through the playoff run here at Thanksgiving week, and the Comanches will be back in the regional finals next week against Refugio. And the Bulldogs season they just couldn't get anything going offensively. It was a 7-7 ball game early in the second quarter, and then Shiner scored those 2 touchdowns later in the quarter before halftime, and that kind of took the wind out of the sail. And then after the weather delay, it was all Shiner, and they rolled to a 45-7 win. But a great year for Flatonia. They also finished the season with an 11-2 record, losing tonight, and then way back in the second week of the season to Hallisville, and the Bulldogs won in 1.10 straight ball games before running into the Comanches tonight. All right, we'll take one more break, and we'll come back, and we'll close it out for the season here in just a moment.
Show your Bulldog and Lady Bulldog support with school spirit caps, shirts, cups, and more from Texas Print House in Flatonia. Texas Print House, normally known as T-Gear, can make that happen. They offer custom services such as screen printing, heat press vinyl, embroidery, and laser engraving. Locally owned and operated by Marcus and Kim Mecha. Call Texas Print House at 361-865-3369 or visit their Facebook page. That's Texas Print House in Flatonia, a sponsor of this broadcast. Go Bulldogs!
It's tax season. Time to call David Urban Bookkeeping and Tax Service for professional help and assistance in preparing your personal or business taxes. They're up to date on the tax laws and how they affect your return. David Urban Bookkeeping and Tax Service will also handle your accounting and payroll needs. To better serve you, they have 2 offices, one in Flatonia. Call 361-865-2301 and the other in Shiner. Call 361-594-8160. And they are proud to be a part of tonight's broadcast.
You won't find many things people are more passionate about than their local school and mascot. You see it on cars, trucks, caps, shirts, backpacks, everywhere. Fayette Savings Bank is proud of all our area schools and wanted to bolster that pride by coming up with debit cards with school mascot logos on them. Participating schools are LaGrange, Sacred Heart, Flatonia, Schulenburg, and Weimer. We will set aside a percentage of each transaction made and make a donation to the school on that card. What a fun way to show off your school spirit and pride. Using the card as a credit transaction offers more effective security and less hassle than using it as a debit with a PIN number. So come in today and get your school spirit card and start showing your pride. Fayette Savings Bank, member FDIC and equal housing lender. LaGrange, Flatonia, Schulenburg, and Weimer.
Hello, farmers and ranchers. This is Flatonia Livestock Commission Company. Our sale is every Monday starting at 11:30 a.m. We, the Ronnie Beck family, have been serving the Fayette County and surrounding area for over 40 years. Family is what our business is based on, and we take pride in serving you. Selling your livestock is our business. We receive livestock 7 days a week. Our receiving pens are conveniently located here in LaGrange by the River Bridge at the old LaGrange Livestock. Come by and see us. For all your hauling needs, call Ron Beck Jr. at 361-772-4806 or Chris Bomba at 512-304-8688 or Charles Zappalak at 979-702-0311. We also have receiving pens in Ellinger and Bernardo. We would like to thank all our customers for your continued business. Thank you, the Ronnie Beck family.
The Flatonia Livestock Commission Company sends out a special shout out to number 4, Beck Zimmerman, and Go Bulldogs.
Hey, Dad. I'm a teenager now. We need to talk about my inheritance.
Well, son, this land is a lot of work, and it's about time for you to inherit the responsibilities of the ranch.
What do you mean?
Well, like fixing fences, shredding pastures, feeding livestock.
Dad!
If it's time to buy or sell the family ranch, give South Central Real Estate a call. We have a team of great, well-versed agents to help you through the process. South Central Real Estate, Joe and Tanya Schindler, 979-743-1737, or on the web, sctxsales.com.
Tex Propane in Schulenburg is a leader in propane sales and service. Propane tanks can be above or underground, and they're available in a variety of sizes for sale, rental, or service. Tex Propane will fill your propane bottles, and they also offer residential and commercial plumbing. Call them today at 743-3351. Tex Propane also has locations in Moulton and Bastrop. Tex Propane is proud to be a part of this broadcast. Joel's Barbecue in Flatonia is open 7 days a week, and they serve delicious barbecue. They smoke their barbecue in wood pits until it gets that sweet, dark, delicious look and flavor. Come by and try Joel's Barbecue. They're located at I-10 West and FM 609 in Flatonia. Family owned and operated. Joel's Barbecue in Flatonia supports the Flatonia Lady Dogs and Bulldogs. They are proud to be a sponsor of this broadcast.
All right, welcome back to Hallisville as we get ready to wrap it up. Again, the Flatonia Bulldogs tonight go down to the Shiner Comanches 45-7. And again, Dalton Brooks with 5 touchdowns for the Comanches. But again, Flatonia with a great year, 11-2, a regional semifinalist. But again, Brooks with 5 touchdowns and over 300 yards rushing, at least 300. I had him for 218 at the half, but it was kind of impossible with the weather. Just the rain was awful and the lightning in the second half after the delay. But David, as we get ready to wrap up another year, we did 6 of the Flatonia games, and they had a really great year.
Yeah, they had a really good year. We got a chance to watch them in district games and then get to see them in the playoffs. And again, you go against a team like Shiner tonight, you're going to have to almost play a perfect game. And, you were in it in the first 2 quarters, but then when the weather came in, it was a completely different ball game, and you had to go out of your playbook to play with them. But, Flatonia, again, another successful run in the playoffs, graduating a lot of seniors tonight. But, again, they'll have a good season coming up years to come. So congratulations, Coach Freitag and the rest of the Flatonia team.
And we also want to congratulate and good luck to Shiner next week as they move on to the regional finals against, again, another nemesis for them, the Refugio Bobcats. They seem to meet twice a year, every year. And this year, nothing different there. They'll meet next week at some point. They won their game handily tonight over Ganado. All right, we'll have our final scoreboard show tomorrow morning. It won't be a real long one. We'll have that for you, and that's going to wrap up our live football coverage this year for the 2022 season. Turned out to be a good year for Flatonia, going 3 rounds into the playoffs. And I guess we'll be turning our attention to basketball here very quickly as we head down the stretch here to wrap up this year and get into the spring. But, again, there's too much Shiner tonight, too much Dalton Brooks, and the Comanches win it 45-7. I want to thank all the sponsors that have been with us throughout the year for all the different games that we did, and also now for the Flatonia folks, as we've had them the last 3 weeks in the playoffs and going back into the district schedule. All right, for Dave Toffel, Mike Anders, I'm Gary Dushek. We want to wish everybody a good evening and enjoy the rest of your Thanksgiving holiday weekend. And again tonight, in the cold, the wind, and the rain, and the lightning delay, Shiner wins it 45-7 over the Flatonia Bulldogs. That'll do it from Brayman's Memorial Stadium in Hallisville. Have a good evening, everybody.
And our sponsors for this evening were J. Barbie Foods, Oviedo Auto Group, along with Mecha Grain Company, Mike Schultz, Balcones Minerals, Osecitos Mexican Grill, the Flatonia National Bank, the Colorado Valley Communications, Don Mikulinka Custom Builders Incorporated, Hullub Real Estate, S&S Grain Incorporated, Fayetteville Bank, the Flatonia Family Health Center, Flatonia Livestock Commission Company, Texas Print Shop, and Justice of the Peace, Charles Zaplak, David Urban Bookkeeping and Tax Service, Fayette Savings Bank, Joel's Barbecue, Tex Propane, and South Central Real Estate. Those are the sponsors making our broadcast possible for this evening. This is KBUK 104.9 LaGrange. Stay tuned now for more Real Country.
We hope you've enjoyed tonight's KBUK Friday Night Football replay. This is FM 104.9 KBUK LaGrange.